Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the English Institute of Sport for this afternoon's session of the World Boxing Cup Finals here at Sheffield. We're going to be starting in about 10 minutes, and we've got 12 fantastic rounds to bring to you over the next 3 hours. So all I ask you to do is sit back and enjoy, get behind each and every boxer. Please refrain from using any social media, not social media, flash photography. Social media can be used. We're using a QR code today. If the chance to take is scan that QR code, and there's a few things on there. We're going to be having a quiz later, an interactive quiz that you can all take part in. We've got a fan cam, and as you can see, we've got pictures up there of the fan cam, so just take your photos, and we'll put your photos on there. We'll stream some live video when you're streaming as well in the break. And then there's also an AI generator, so if you want to use the AI generator, you'll end up looking like me in the bottom right corner. So, well, hopefully not actually. You probably look better than that. So, there's the AI generator, so give it a go. Choose your colour, blue or red, and upload your photos. So, like I say, we'll be starting in about 10 minutes. Sit back, enjoy, and we'll see you soon.
Well, welcome to Yorkshire, everybody. We are live on the World Boxing YouTube channel from the English Institute of Sport for the World Boxing Cup Finals. World Boxing started out a year ago with one key aim: saving Olympic-style boxing, keeping the noble art in the Olympic movement. It's been a whirlwind calendar year for the organisation too, with events taking us from England to the USA and Mongolia before culminating right back where we started, here in the City of Steel in Sheffield. Seems apt, doesn't it, for a big boxing tournament in the City of Steel? Well, World Boxing has also announced its first World Championships too, next year here in the UK at the M&S Bank Arena in Liverpool in September. Many of these boxers on show here will be building towards that and towards the Olympics in Los Angeles in 4 years. The final stage in 3 of our weight classes, men's and women's flyweights and the women's featherweights too. We've got boxers from all around the globe and 4 GB boxers to Wales. It is cold in Yorkshire, it's already dark in Sheffield. What time is it though? It's time for World Boxing. Our ring MC is Craig Denham.
Gentlemen, welcome to the English Institute of Sport Sheffield for the first edition of the World Boxing Cup Finals. The event is brought to you by our partners at GB Boxing, England Boxing, World Boxing, UK Sport, National Lottery, Sheffield City Council and Sting. Your competing countries are Brazil, China, Chinese Taipei, England, Finland, Germany, Italy, Japan, Mongolia, the Netherlands, Pakistan, Panama, Singapore, South Korea, Switzerland, Thailand, Ukraine and Wales. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, it's time to make some noise. It's time to start boxing. Introducing your red corner to the ring, representing Panama. Give it up for Yuliett HINESTROZA.
So we're almost ready to go. The first ring walk of the evening session on day 2 of 4, live from Sheffield for the World Boxing Cup Finals. Yuliett HINESTROZA of travels well. It's her 3rd time boxing in Europe this year. Actually boxed in Sheffield at the GB Open back in January and was beaten in the quarterfinals.
And ladies and gentlemen, introducing to the ring your blue corner, representing Thailand. Give it up for Lalita, CHAINARONG.
Well, Lalita CHAINARONG was a bit of a party pooper on the first morning here at the World Boxing Cup Finals in Sheffield. She beat one of the home favourites, Kelsey Oakley, a split decision in the very opening bout of the weekend.
Judge 1 representing World Boxing, Judge 2 representing the USA, Judge 3 representing Germany, Judge 4 representing World Boxing, and Judge 5 representing Italy. Your referee representing Australia, Gemma Dale.
You in the ring, Elise, but it's not to be this time round. Just shaking off a concussion, aren't you, Elise? But I'm told you'll be back better than ever in the new year.
Yeah, most definitely. It's unfortunate that I couldn't box in this tournament, but 2025, I'll be back.
Yeah. And we cannot wait for that. So this is the 34th bout of the week, the first bout of the session. And it's the first of our women's 50 kg flyweight quarterfinals. Yuliett HINESTROZA of Panama in the red and Lalita CHAINARONG of Thailand in the blue. So this is the lightest of all of the weight categories on show this week. Blink and you'll miss them. They will be lightning fast, these two. So a second contest of the week for the Thai boxer in the blue corner. Yuliett HINESTROZA received a bye in the round of 16 and finds herself fresh and box ready for this quarter-final. Fairly measured start from the pair of them in centre ring, just feeling each other out, Elise.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot at stake. It's a quarter-final, so they've both got to be careful about what shots are thrown and what's coming back at them all times.
Yeah, the first time we've seen some real aggression has come from the Panamanian boxer, and it just seems like it's a little bit of a match under it. Immediately match for intensity by her opponent in the blue corner.
Yeah, I mean, they're both feeling themselves out at the minute. They know there's a lot at stake. I do particularly like Panama's leading left hand at the minute. She's trying to get her range, but all shots are coming back from the blue as well.
Yeah, the Panama boxer is ever so slightly taller, a little bit more rangy. She'll prefer it if it's boxed at that distance.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a tall, rangy boxer myself, so I know that you have to keep them long at all times. Otherwise, as soon as they close that gap, they've got you.
It takes away your competitive advantage, and as the Thai boxer went on the aggression, she just shipped a jab right to her jaw from the slightly longer reached opponent. So back into the centre of the ring. We've had almost 2/3 of this opening round here in Sheffield. And still the patience continues. Both boxers swinging and missing. Good lateral movement from the Thai boxer to dance out of trouble. That's good aggression from CHAINARONG, forcing her opponent onto the ropes and then immediately springing back and landing a couple more punches. Managing to ever so slightly upset the Panama boxer's rhythm. Working to the body, but nothing but air on that punch. All of a sudden, HINESTROZA in the opposite blue corner does well to swivel out of trouble. Ten-second clapper goes towards the end of the first round of this evening session here in Sheffield. Smart, the nicest work of the round from the Panama boxer comes right on the bell. And it took him a little bit of time to get warm there, Elise.
Yeah, I mean, a lot's at stake. As I say, they both know that they have to get in there and win the first round, hopefully. Otherwise, they're in a bit of trouble getting that back on the second scorecard.
Happens so often. They do take their time to get into these bouts. Lalita CHAINARONG of Thailand has taken it on all 5 of the judges' scorecards. So if you're not familiar with the scoring system, it's a 10-point must system. Those judges have to decide one of the boxers wins the round. They get 10 points, and they decide whether it was a standard narrow-ish victory, 10-9. If it's a wider margin of victory in the round, you can see a 10-8, and on the very rarest of occasions, perhaps with a knockdown, you might see a 10-7. But 10-9 is usually what we see round for round, and then ultimately you add up all of the scores at the end of the bout and you find out your winner.
I do agree with those scorecards. I think the Thai girl definitely got the clearer backhands, and that's what judges are looking for, really.
We were talking about some boxers easing themselves into the contest. Not the case for Odell Kamara. One of your England teammates earlier today came out from the first second like he was trying to hit home runs. Really sent a message to the judges straight away, and got himself a clear victory earlier on, through to the semi-finals. So a bit more intensity from the opening bell in this second round from Lalita CHAINARONG, the Thai, in the blue. Yuliett HINESTROZA of Panama is in the red, and has a bit of work to do, Elise, because, well, as you'll know, in these short contests, just these 3-round contests, if you lose by a clear margin on the first round, you cannot afford to lose the second.
Yeah, exactly that. Panama's now got to chase the rounds, got to get this round, otherwise she's lost the fight, unfortunately. But Blue's now got to cement that.
And looking to do just that. Upping the aggression, upping the force. Right on top of our camera operator in that white neutral corner away to our right-hand side. Back in the centre of the ring, though. HINESTROZA throwing combination punches. Didn't quite get through cleanly, but real intent that might pique the interest of the judges. Once again, both boxers just trying to be patient, trying to spot an opening. The aggressive start to the round from CHAINARONG, the Thai in blue, has eased off, and there you go though. She walked through the fire a little bit there and landed a lead right hook, left hook rather. Good straight single punch from the Panama boxer in red.
Yeah, red seems to be toying with the jab quite a lot, but unfortunately I don't think it's been as effective as the blue at the minute, and that's what's probably losing another round at the moment.
Yeah, I think you might be right, and the more eye-catching work, even if it is less regularly, is coming from the boxer in the blue, the Thai boxer. Although there's a straight punch coming right up the middle from HINESTROZA, the Panamanian. Landed one there as the onslaught came away and bounced into the ropes and out of trouble.
Yeah, I think the tactics of the red have been wrong this round though. She shouldn't be on the back foot, she should be trying to chase the round back. The blue is looking more dominant at the minute, and I think she's winning the second round.
Yeah, and on more than one occasion as well, allowing herself to get backed into the ropes. Even if she's comfortable in that position, it's what does that message send via the body language to the judges, especially in a round that you must go out and win. A single shot. The uppercut with the right hand straight through the middle from HINESTROZA. That might well be the best punch of the round, but it's just a single shot. Is that going to be enough to convince the judges? She seems to have grown in confidence from landing that shot though, as we head towards the end of this second round. Good, strong, solid finish to the round from the boxer from Panama. But just a minute earlier, Elise Glynn to my left-hand side, GB boxer, was saying she felt that the Thai was doing enough to win that round. Let's have a look how the judges see the middle round of three. A 3-2 split in favour of the Thai boxer, who is now up by 2 on 3 of the judges' scorecards. It needs to be a whopping great win in this final round for Yuliett HINESTROZA to have any chance of finding her way into the semi-finals. Talk us through some of the best of the action from the second round, Elise.
Yeah, so that was a great shot there by the red, a nice uppercut, but unfortunately her ring position isn't too good, going on the back of the ropes, going 2 back, holding. The Thailand box is so much more aggressive. I think that's what judges are looking for at the moment. Aggressive, as many shots as you can throw and look the better box, and I think that she did that.
Well, Lalita CHAINARONG in the victory over Kelsey Oakley on the opening day yesterday, the first bout of the week. She started slowly and she came on stronger as the fight wore on. In this fight, she's got herself into a very, very strong position, and if she can continue that and get better throughout the fight, then she will end up winning by quite a wide margin here. She won the Thai National Championships at the minimum weight, 48 kilos, but having to operate a couple of kilos heavier at the lowest weight that world boxing operates at, the women's flyweight. 50 kilograms is the limit for this one. So 30 seconds of the final round has gone, with Lalita CHAINARONG knowing that provided she stays out of serious trouble, she should be on to the semi-finals after this one. But anything can happen in this sport.
Yeah, as you say, anything can happen, but I do think if the round's strong enough, the Thai boxer will succeed and she'll be guaranteeing herself at least a bronze medal.
Not a bad week's work after such a long flight all the way from Thailand. Represents the Thai Royal Navy as well as her country on the international stage. HINESTROZA is finding it difficult to deliver what she needs to deliver in this final round, and that is a wide margin victory to have any chance. And as always seems to be the way in these final rounds, when a boxer needs something more than just nicking around, they need to win it convincingly. They find it so hard to find their rhythm because desperation creeps in.
Yeah, as you can see there with the holding, getting tired now. She's lost the last 2 rounds. She needs something massive, and let's see if she can do that.
And worth pointing out, the lower the weight, the less chance of serious force, a knockout stoppage, a referee stop the contest. When you get into the higher weights, it can happen, it does happen, it does occasionally happen at the lower weights, but much, much rarer to see. So Lalita CHAINARONG is starting to find her confidence, boxing on the outside, really knowing now that the margin is such, and with just 1 minute left in this contest, she's not going to be caught now. Making herself hard to hit because, at the very least... Oh, that's a really great shot straight down the pipe. The referee disagrees, thinks it's a slip, tangle of the feet. We'll have a look at that at the end. But CHAINARONG will be boxing tomorrow in the semi-finals. Win that, she'll be boxing on Saturday in the final. So the key thing is not to sustain any damage, perhaps a head-to-head contact that could open a cut. Just got to be sensible now in the final few seconds of this contest. She's not listening to me. She's having fun out there now, Elise.
Yeah, I mean, she knows she's cemented the round. She can go and have fun now. A lot of the good judges like that as well. Give a bit of flair.
Well, she'll be looking for the shutout win then, having taken the first round by a wide margin, a 3-2 split with the judges in her favour in the second round. And it's pretty clear who has won that bout, the boxer in the blue, but we will just wait to see the official confirmation from the judges' scorecards. Before we do, let's see the best of the action from that final round. So this is the second angle of what I thought was a knockdown. It is a foot skids away from underneath her, but it's not a trip. There was a punch in there, but I'm not the referee, just a commentator. Okay, so let's get the official verdict from Craig.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, bout number 34. After 3 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards for your officials at ringside. Score a unanimous decision victory in favour of your winner. Boxing out of the blue corner, representing Thailand, Lalita CHAINARONG.
So unanimous decision, all 5 of the judges going with the Thai boxer. Lalita CHAINARONG has her second victory of the week, beating Kelsey Oakley yesterday and beating Yuliett HINESTROZA of Panama today. Narrow margin on the judge from the USA, but a wider margin on 3 of the other 5 judges. Here's the best of the action from the bout, and very soon we'll be on to our second quarter-final in the women's flyweight division.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is bout number 35. It's a women's 50-kilo quarter-final. And introducing your boxers. Firstly to the ring, your red corner, representing Finland. Give it up for Pihla, KAIVO-OJA.
Well, like Elise Glynn sat beside me, Pihla KAIVO-OJA also boxed at the GB Open back in January. Took a bronze home. She lost in the semi-final to the German Maxi Klotzer, who ended up with a silver medal. Pihla also went to the Olympics in the summer. She was the most successful Finn at the Olympics, with her quarter-final bagging her a 5th placed finish. No Finnish athlete in any other discipline finished higher than 5th. Bit of a national hero.
And ladies and gentlemen, introducing your blue corner to the ring, representing China, it's Guanxia XIONG.
The Chinese are well represented this week. I was actually just up in the GB boxing gym in our interval. Lewis Richardson and Cindy and Gamba being presented with their picture on the wall of champions, and a couple of Chinese athletes were going through their paces ahead of Bounce tomorrow.
Judge 2 representing Australia, Judge 3 representing Japan, Judge 4 representing the Netherlands, and Judge 5 representing the USA. Your referee representing World Boxing, Pihla Fallerini.
So it's the second bout of the week for the boxer on the left of your screen from Finland, Pihla KAIVO-OJA. She boxed yesterday and beat her Brazilian opponent, Regina da Gama. That was the second bout of the day. Terrific performance from the young Finn, just 22 years old, but with that Olympic international experience already. Terrific experience for one so young. So XIONG of China in the blue against Pihla KAIVO-OJA of Finland in the red, and they come out with a lot more pace from the initial bell than that first bout, both going at it from the off. No feeling each other out in the early knockings of this one, Elise.
Yeah, it's gotten straight to a fast start in the centre of the ring. That's what judges like to see. That's what the audience like to see.
KAIVO-OJA throws a high volume of punches, coming out of that southpaw stance, that spearing right jab. But that's a good backhand from the smaller Chinese boxer in blue. And Pihla KAIVO-OJA of Finland clearly punching after the call of break from the referee.
Yeah, the finished boxers just got to be careful of those little things with the referee. The last thing you want to do is upset the referee, but she's off to a great start. As long as she keeps it long, I see no problems with her.
We have had a couple of point deductions across the week, and they really can skew the bout. A bout that seemingly is going one way, all of a sudden a points deduction, and that boxer then has to go back to the well to try and get the job done. The slightly smaller Chinese with the more squat stance is having to get close, and at the moment it's getting picked off by the Finn. Lovely lead right hook from the boxer in red.
Yeah, the Chinese girl looks to press forward, but unfortunately she's having a little look at the moment, but who knows, that could change as the round goes on.
So both leading with the right hand jab, pair of southpaws. As we've seen across the week, when the two southpaws compete, it's all about how and when they can detonate that backhand left, which the Chinese boxer has just tried to do there. The right jab from blue is just pawing away, trying to set up the chance to let that backhand go. And KAIVO-OJA is just trying to dig in there with the jab. I wonder if there is a little bit of moisture in that ring, because she just slipped in almost the same spot that the Panama boxer slipped in the previous bout. Left and right combination from the Finn.
Yeah, with 30 seconds to go now, the finished boxer must just cement this round. I do believe if she carries on the way she is, she will get this round with her long eye-catching shots.
Yeah, boxing her kind of fight. She's able to keep the Chinese boxer at range, but when she rushes in, she's got the speed and reflexes just to skewer her jab through the guard. Just like that, little three-shot combination. Although that was a good left-hand backhand from XIONG in the blue. Right on the bell. Have you seen that first round, Elise?
I'd say it'll be 5-0 to the red. Red will be looking to cement another medal. She recently got gold in the TAM tournament in October, so this will be another medal to add to the collection, hopefully, if she wins this fight.
Bang on. There you go. This is Elise Glynn's debut in the commentary box, by the way, everybody. There's one or two nerves, butterflies. We talked about it off air, but just absolutely nailed your prediction of what the judges would see. Say what you see and you won't go far wrong. Brilliant. this is not a patch on being in that ring and throwing punches. Let me tell you, you got this. So we're just seeing a rerun of the fun from that first round. All 5 of the judges going the way of the Finn, although that was a really eye-catching shot with the lead right hand from the Chinese boxer Zhang. Good fight, set up nicely. 5 down according to the judges. Zhang needs to come out and win this second round, but Pihla KAIVO-OJA of Finland in the red looks like she is not going to let her, not going down without a fight.
Yeah, the experienced red will know that just because you got the first round doesn't mean you'll get the second. You must come out and carry on doing exactly what was working in the first. You can't let your foot off the gas.
And she's not at all. The Chinese boxer, as you would expect, having lost by a wide margin in the first round, is coming out now and trying to impress herself upon these judges. Letting combinations go as well. They aren't landing, but it's an eye-catching work rate.
Yeah, Blue will have been told you must press on, you must press forward. Something wasn't working in the first, let's go and change it in the second, and let's see if she can do just that.
Trying to land the double jab. She's managed to work KAIVO-OJA back into her blue corner, but KAIVO-OJA is perpetual motion, always moving, circling away to her left. She's caught one there to the face though. Good fight, enjoying this. Both boxers holding. Chinese fighter landing a little bit of leather while they were both tied up. The referee splits them up. Back to the center of the ring we go.
Yeah, it's a competitive fight, but as I say, it's getting a bit messy now, so it does need to get sorted, and we'll see who's going to win the round based off that.
Who does the messiness sort with a fight poised as it is, with one boxer clearly up by a round?
It's literally just a few eye-catching shots in it when it's so messy and tangled. Obviously, the referee can get involved, give point deductions, as you said previously, so it's all about looking eye-catching, keeping it long, and yeah, not getting hit with any silly shots.
Yeah, I think the higher volume of punches has come from Blue in this round. That doesn't mean to say she's landed more punches. She's definitely thrown more than she did in the first 3 minutes. Into the final minute of this middle round of 3. KAIVO-OJA so rarely sends out one punch though. It's always a 1-2 or a punch in a bunch. And when she gets in trouble, she'll lock up her opponent's arm. Make it untidy, make her look less neat. Good scrap though. Straight shot got through from the boxer in red. Chinese fighter starting to lose a little bit of her form, getting a little bit ragged, knowing that she needed something from that middle round. Has she managed to get anything, do you think, Elise?
I mean, it's a judge's opinion, really. Do they like the pressing forward, or do they like the clean, eye-catching back foot boxing from the Finn? I'm not too sure, to be honest.
Our 6th judge at ringside is sitting on the fence, but 4 of our judges are very much not. They are in the China Boxers Garden, and 4 of them have gone in favour. And it means going down the stretch, even with a 2-point lead on one of the judges' scorecards, it's all down to this final round, Elise.
Yeah, it's all to play for now. It's a bronze medal fight. They have to be in it to win it, and as you can see, they both are competitive and they both do want it, so it's all on this 3rd round.
So you've won medals on this international stage. How much will that play on your mind that this is a bronze medal bout?
This is for the medal. The winner goes through and the loser goes home. You must give everything you've got now.
Yep. And KAIVO-OJA, as she has in the previous 2 rounds, as she did in her first round victory, has come out swinging from the first bell. She needs to convince 2 judges, and Zhang needs to convince 3 in this final round.
The Finn boxer needs to make sure that it doesn't get messy. Blue's pushing forward, pressing on. The Finnish girl needs to keep moving, otherwise she's going to get tangled up with the Chinese girl, and then it will go in favour of the blue, unfortunately.
Part of me thought that an untidy fight would benefit the Finn, but it became untidy in the second round and it almost went completely against her. And actually, XIONG has come out really game in this third round.
Yeah, XIONG is pressing on. She looks stronger. She looks more confident coming forward. The Finnish girl shouldn't be standing toe-to-toe with her. She's best at keeping it long and keeping it straight, so I think that's what she needs to do to cement this win.
Yeah, right up close and physical in the centre of the ring. KAIVO-OJA was at her best when she was boxing at range and using her longer reach and her reflexes. Up close and personal, you think, would suit the shorter fighter, the one in blue, and she is showing the best of herself in this third and final round. KAIVO-OJA seemingly has stopped throwing the punches in bunches. At most, it's a two combination. The combination work earlier on served her so well. Minute 15 remaining.
Yeah, there's just over a minute left now, so this is going to cement the round. Who's going to get that bronze medal and who's going to go through to the next stage?
And that's what it comes down to. And the straight punches are landing from the blue-gloved Chinese boxer. XIONG is coming on strong. Still landing the cleaner work is the boxer in blue.
Yeah, I have blue up this round. She's shown a lot of grit and determination coming forward. She knows a lot at stake. It's 1 round apiece. So whoever wants it more in this round is going to get the fight, and I think blue's done that. Yeah,
45 seconds to go. Less than. For KAIVO-OJA to turn the tide here. Having won the first round on all 5 of the judges' scorecards, she is now up against it. World Boxing bronze medal on the line. Nice single shot from KAIVO-OJA, but still, XIONG comes forward.
This last bit of the round is all about fitness, and blue showing that she is supremely fit coming forward.
And walking through the storm as well, and happy to take a couple of shots to land a couple. And landing one to the body right on the final bell. And we are now in the hands of the judges. Developed into a really good scrap. The first round was strategic. KAIVO-OJA in the centre of your screen there picked her opponent off and boxed really smartly. And as the fight wore on, it became a little more ragged, and it played into the hands of XIONG in blue. Just looking at some of the best of the action there. Lovely combination, upstairs, downstairs from XIONG. KAIVO-OJA was starting to look just a little tired. I wonder if boxing back-to-back days against a boxer who's come in fresh for this one. Didn't box yesterday. I wonder if that's had any impact.
Yeah, I mean, the decision's going to go to a split decision. It was a competitive fight throughout. Both the girls did so well in this fight, and it was very close.
Bout number 35. After 3 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards. We officials at ringside score a split decision in favour of your winner. Boxing out of the blue corner, representing China, Guanxia.
So Guanxia XIONG gets the decision, a come-from-behind victory, having lost that opening round of 3 on all 5 of the judges' scorecards. And so there is the confirmation of a 4-1 split decision victory, ultimately winning that final round on all 5 of the judges' scorecards to spin that fight on its head. The victory goes to China.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to bout number 36, which is a women's 50 kilo quarter-final. Introducing to the ring your red corner, representing Chinese Taipei, give it up for Yu-Shan Liu.
So the Chinese Taipei fans are in tonight to watch Liu Shanyu, semi-finalist at the Asian Under-22 Championships in Kazakhstan earlier this year. Still just 20 years young.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing your blue corner, representing Singapore. Give it up for Danisha MATHIALAGAN.
Well, Danisha MATHIALAGAN of Singapore was one of the stars yesterday with her performance on the opening day. She beat Francesca Ricci of Italy, who was boxing on her international debut. But she really put on a show, the boxer from Singapore. Picked up a silver at the World Boxing event in Mongolia a couple of months ago, beaten by Japan's Rinka Kinoshita in the final. She looked really good here yesterday, so I'm looking forward to this contest.
Ladies and gentlemen, your officials at ringside. Judge 1 representing the Netherlands, Judge 2 representing World Boxing, Judge 3 representing World Boxing, Judge 4 representing Germany, and Judge 5 representing World Boxing. Your referee representing Australia, Jucielen.
So this is the third of the women's flyweight quarterfinals. Shan of Chinese Taipei in the red against MATHIALAGAN of Singapore in the blue. Shan got a bye in the first round, the round of 16. Immediately these two have gone off at a rate of knots. Lovely punch from MATHIALAGAN in blue as she backed away from trouble. It's nice work on the inside from the boxer from Chinese Taipei.
Yeah, it's been a fast start from both girls. It's a battle of the backhands when it comes to an orthodox versus southpaw, so we'll see if that comes into play. There's been a lot of fast shots to start with, but mainly jabs.
Good combination work upstairs from Shan in the red. MATHIALAGAN, though, not taking a backward step. So often a southpaw against an orthodox, they'll take a little while to feel themselves out. Not a bit of it in this one, Elise.
Yeah, they've both gone straight to work, straight in the centre of the ring, both throwing. It's a highly competitive bout.
MATHIALAGAN landing one and then getting on her bicycle and backpedaling out of trouble. Trying to land the 1-2 combination. Shan was too cute for it. Both landing from range. And now up close. It's a battle of wills in there. Well, Shan just landing a cheeky couple right in front of one of those judges on the far side before they were ordered to break. Really sharp up close, the boxer from Chinese Taipei. Another good shot as MATHIALAGAN was off balance. Straight jab, single jab from Shan in the red. That's really smart work. Both of them landing. And MATHIALAGAN in blue just signalling to the judges that her punch was the better of them. into the last 30 seconds of the opening round. MATHIALAGAN trying to show that she's the stronger of the two boxers in the ring, forcing her opponent back to the ropes. And again, MATHIALAGAN just celebrates her good work, almost showcasing to the judges, look, I landed again, look, look. It's a technique not just used by her. We've seen so many of the boxers trying to influence the judges in that way this week. A 4-1 split in favour of the boxer from Chinese Taipei. What's your reaction to that, Elise?
Yeah, that was as I expected. I mean, the Chinese Taipei girl was really fast, she was really strong. Blue did get some great shots off, but as I say, when she does that signal to the judges aren't going to take that into account, and sometimes they actually don't like it, I've been told. So hopefully she doesn't do that in the second and she gets to work to get the second round.
Almost as if to say, I know what I'm doing, I don't need you to tell me.
She's got up her store now. I think she's ready to go and secure that second round. She knows she's up against it. She needs to get those judges on her side.
Yeah, up and ready to go early. Danisha MATHIALAGAN of Singapore.
Round 2.
Yu-Shan has boxed at a different World Boxing event earlier this year in April. She went to the USA to box in Colorado, in Pueblo. Hoping to end World Boxing's first calendar year on a high here in Sheffield. Real exchange going on in that neutral white corner. Shan comes bouncing out of it, catches one on the way in. Swinging that overhand left hand, but MATHIALAGAN saw it coming. Straight jab, follows it up with a combo. The boxer from Chinese Taipei, not ordered to break, even though her opponent was spinning away. Straight back on the attack. A little bit of self-refereeing in there from Shan. I think she expected the break didn't come, so she landed a couple of cheap shots on the inside. MATHIALAGAN in a situation where she needs something from this round. 4-1 down from the opening stanza. We've had a minute 15 of this second one, and well, this is becoming very ragged in the centre of the ring.
Yeah, I think Red knows she's up, she's going to wait, she's going to count on the punches thrown. She's sort of took a foot off the gas a bit, I'd say. And Blue's got it all to chase.
And chase she will, with a minute 20 left of this second round. Shan keeping her hands held very low, and MATHIALAGAN's gone straight through the middle, landed a couple, one came back from Shan as well. Both rocking the head back of their opponent in that little exchange.
Yeah, I'd say that's the best I've seen of Blue this round, but it's getting a lot messy and scrappy, and the ref doesn't seem to want to
get involved, does she? There's a bit of a freebie for MATHIALAGAN as Shan's head was held down low. And side hook to the face. And all of a sudden you wonder, is this fight starting to swing? Shan now knows she'll have to up her work rate towards the end of this round, because MATHIALAGAN of Singapore has just had her best spell. That's a 1-point deduction for MATHIALAGAN, who looks absolutely crestfallen as she looks to her corner. She was enjoying her best spell of this bout, and all of a sudden all of that hard work is completely undone. Now she needs to win this final 30 seconds.
Yeah, I think that was a bit unfair, to be honest, from the referee. Both girls have had a bit of wrongdoing in the round. It's been a bit messy at times, but yeah, as I say, the referee's seen what she's seen and she's decided to give that point deduction.
So end of the second round. How would that work in that situation? Are we thinking like football, you'll get a warning like a yellow card, keep doing it, it's a red, a point deduction? Because it seemed like it came from nowhere, all of a sudden, boom, point deduction, and the bout is completely changed. As you can see from the scorecards, a wide 3-point margin on 2 of those 4 judges that have a wide margin for the boxer from Chinese Taipei.
Yeah, I think a warning should have been given to the Singapore boxer before that happened, but the referee decided that it was needed.
straight in with the points deduction, and it has tilted the fight completely in the favour of Shan from Chinese Taipei, leading by 2 points on 2 of the judges' scorecards, 3 on 1 of the judges' scorecards, which means basically a referee stop the contest is the only thing that could see Danisha MATHIALAGAN of Singapore through to the semi-finals. 3 more minutes of this one to enjoy. Well, what would you do in this situation, Elise, if you were blue corner, knowing that ultimately this one is probably beyond you? How do you approach this final round?
You just got to box your best, really. You've got to show your home nation that I can box in the international scene, I can box well, and that's what they'll take into account when they pick you for other international majors. Obviously, she could look for the stoppage, but again, it's a flyweight contest. She's probably not strong enough to do that. Obviously, her grit and determination will shine through, and she could. We never know what's going to happen, but it's highly improbable.
Yeah, so rare to see knockouts in this flyweight division. Shan is still engaging, even though she's got that strong lead. No signs that she'll just back out of trouble. Warning from the referee to keep her head up. MATHIALAGAN was just straightening her head guard when Shan came straight back in. Protect yourselves at all time. Great work on the inside. That lead right straight through the middle from Shan. Another warning to keep the head up for MATHIALAGAN. I don't think we'll see another points deduction, especially with the shape of the contest as it is. The referee really not eager to break up when they get untidy on the ropes. Takes her a little while. Minute 30 of the contest remaining.
Does some great blows.
That's a really good shot as well, with the winging left hook. Towards the last minute of the bout, the women's flyweight quarterfinal. Shan up on the scorecards, but eating some leather there from the blue glove MATHIALAGAN.
From what I can see, Blue is getting some clean eye-catching shots in this minute, but unfortunately, as I say, she's not done enough, unfortunately, because of that point deduction and the messiness inside.
It will be too little too late, but something of a moral victory if she could wrestle something from this final round. Big swinging shots now, swinging for the bleachers, maybe thinking perhaps there is a knockout blow in there. It would take something enormous. Shan just taking a few seconds out of the contest, using her ring smarts.
Blue's showing a lot of grit and determination here. She's going for it, she's going forward, she's pressing on. The Thai boxer.
And we're going to end the contest in a heap on the floor, it seems, with the two boxers tumbling to the canvas at the end of a hard 9 minutes. And Danisha MATHIALAGAN, I think she knew the moment that that point was deducted from her that all hope had evaporated.
Yeah, Blue's body language didn't look the best just then. I think she's aware that she's lost the decision, unfortunately, which is very disheartening, because obviously you put your life and soul into boxing, you train day in, day out, 6 days a week. So to know that it's gone to the judges' scorecards and she's not going to get a hand raised in victory and guarantee that bronze medal is something that no boxer wants.
Elise Glynn, silver medalist at the GB Open back in January here in Sheffield, alongside me, Chris Latcham, in the commentary box. And I'm told, Elise, we've got you for one more bout, is that right?
Yeah, that is right.
Excellent. And it is the final quarter-final in the women's 50 kilo flyweight division.
Ladies and gentlemen, bout number 36. After 3 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards where your officials at ringside score a split decision in favour of your winner, and boxing out of the red corner, representing Chinese Taipei, Yu-Shan Liu. So
Shan of Chinese Taipei is our first red-vested winner of this evening's session. Lalita CHAINARONG of Thailand, Guanxia of China, and Yu-Shan are the three through to the women's semi-finals in the flyweight division. A 3-0 split decision win with two of the judges scoring it dead level. So 3-0, 3 bouts in the books, Elise. And we've just got the one quarter-final to come in the women's flyweight quarterfinals. Altantsetseg, LUTSAIKHAN of Mongolia up next against Hikaru SHINOHARA. We've seen 6 boxers across 3 bouts. Which is the one that's caught your eye the most?
Oh, I did particularly like the Chinese girl. I think she showed that aggression and determination, especially after losing the first round. She came forward, she pressed on, so that'll be an interesting semi-final bout. Obviously, it's all to play for. Yeah,
Guanxia coming from behind to beat Pihla KAIVO-OJA of Finland in a split decision 4-1 victory, having lost that first round on all 5 of the judges' scorecards. Really impressive from her. And Lalita CHAINARONG beating Yuliett HINESTROZA of Panama in that first bout of the evening session by unanimous decision. It's looking like a competitive division, this women's flyweight division. And we now have the final of the quarterfinals to come between a Mongolian boxer and one of the incredibly impressive Japanese fighters.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is bout number 37. It's our women's 50-kilo quarter-final. Introducing your boxers to the ring, and firstly, your red corner representing Mongolia. Give it up for Altantsetseg, LUTSAIKHAN. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing your blue corner representing Japan. Give it up for Hikaru SHINOHARA.
European debut for Hikaru SHINOHARA from Japan. She's 21 years old. Former Asian youth champion. I know they rate her highly in the Japanese team that have travelled so well. Yesterday, 5 boxers, 5 wins. And 5 of the best boxers on show for my money. Bit of a mixed bag for the Japanese today.
Officials and ringside, Judge 1 representing Australia, Judge 2 representing Chinese Taipei, Judge 3 representing the USA, Judge 4 representing Finland, and Judge 5 representing Great Britain. Your referee representing World Boxing, Jono Mustonen.
And so the winner of this contest will know what awaits them in the semi-final. It will be the supremely gifted winner of our last bout, Yu-Shan of Chinese Taipei. Still just 20 years old and looks a real talent. So the last of the women's 50-kilo flyweight quarterfinals, live on the World Boxing YouTube channel, is Altantsetseg LUTSAIKHAN of Mongolia in the red against Hikaru SHINOHARA of Japan in the blue. And they are exchanging straight away from the off, with the Mongolian leading out of the southpaw right lead stance. And both of them going right after the prize from the outset. Punches landing to the body from Altantsetseg in the red.
Yeah, we have a battle on our hands. This is the last flyweight quarterfinal. The bronze medal's up for stake, and yeah, it's straight from the off.
What will have been happening backstage? Will they have had one eye on the rest of the contest, or will they have just been focusing on themselves, knowing that they've got a big chance to secure a medal?
Oh, 100% they'll be focused on themselves. You can never overlook an opponent in front of you, regardless of who's won before previously. It's all to play for.
Yeah, all to play for in the ring, and I think we've got a live one here, Elise. Both of them coming out to put on a show. Well, the Mongolian just using her tactics just to hold her opponent in close. Shinohara was having a bit of joy on the outside, and all of a sudden the Mongolian wrapped her up. Just took a little bit of a sting out of her attacks. Smart work on the back foot, the lead right hand, and then wheeling out of trouble. So down to the canvas, but no knockdown, says the referee, just forced under the weight of the Japanese boxer. Altantsetseg, the Mongolian in red, and immediately straight back to the action.
Yeah, it's been a firecracker start from both blue and red. Blue's looking to press forward, but red is doing so well to keep on the end of her long straight shots at the moment, picking her up as she comes forward.
A little punch to the back of the head from the Mongolian, who gets a reminder from the referee, don't push your opponent down. Straight single jab from Shinohara in blue. Brought cheers from behind us. Nice work to the body up close from the red-vested Mongolian. And similarly again, the single shot to the body. The body seems to be where to aim in this bout so far. Both of them having joy. Nice work with the slip and the single shot from the Japanese boxer, and the Mongolian went to throw just as the bell went and immediately recoiled. Little cuddle for her troubles, and back to their own corners. And we will wait to see how the judges have seen that opening one. How have you seen that round, Elise?
Yeah, I mean, it's been 5-0 to the Japanese. She was pressing forward, she was getting some good shots, and as we've seen in that last 30 seconds, she got a cheeky little uppercut and a straight backhand, and I think that's what did it. The last 10, the judges are looking for the eye-catching blows.
So all 5 go in favour of Hikaru Shinohara, the Japanese boxer. 8 years the younger in the ring. Altantsetseg, 29 years old, beat XIONG in the round of 16 yesterday. XIONG from South Korea.
Seconds out.
And Shinohara up on the scorecards, was up out of her seat very early at the end of that 1 minute break and ready to go again. Good sign of confidence from a boxer that. She's taken on board. Quick drink, got her breath back, got some words of wisdom from the corner, and ready to go and ready to engage again. Good shot straight down the pipe as well. Both boxers looking to throw out the leather early in this second round. Single shot from the Japanese boxer after taking a couple of light ones to the body.
Yeah, straight from the off, both boxers have come out all guns blazing. Obviously, Blue's going to want to stamp her name on the international scene now at only 20 years old. But both boxers obviously are in it to win it, the bronze medal match, so let's see what can be done.
That's exactly what we want to see as well. Firecracker fights. Oh, nice work by the Mongolian to get the punch, but immediately took her foot off the gas and caught a couple coming back. Good single shot from Shinohara in the blue. The more measured work is coming from the blue. Some of the higher volume is Mongolian, but not landing flush.
Yeah, as you can see then, Red just got a point deduction with hardly any warning. I have first-hand know this referee. He gave me a point deduction in October, so I know he can be strict, so you just got to be really careful when it comes to certain things that referees do not like.
Yeah. Touch of bitterness from Elise Clear. No, I'm only kidding. But it just means that you have the experience, you know exactly what has happened there. And it happened in the previous bout as well, seemingly without warning. Point deduction completely changed the direction of the fight. It seems to have taken a little bit of air out of the tyres of Altantsetseg, the Mongolian in the red. SHINOHARA landing that overhand backhand right on the forehead of the Mongolian. Just seems to be feeling the pace in this last minute or so, Altantsetseg in the red.
Yeah, she just seemed like she's getting quite tired. Blue seems to be still pressing on. I would say that this is Blue's round, regardless of the point deduction given to red.
Oh, that's a good shot, though, as we head towards the final bell. Single shot from the Mongolian, I think unlikely to change the direction of this one. And the point deduction will prove key. So a 3-2 split in favour of Hikaru SHINOHARA, and with the point deduction, well, it's a 4-point lead on the judge from Chinese Taipei, 3-point leads on the judges from Finland and Great Britain. And in the terms of a 3-round contest, that is a mile difference, isn't it, Elise?
Yeah, I mean, this contest, I believe that Blue's going to win this fight and get that bronze medal and go through to the next stage. The Mongolian just got to show heart now and try her best to show her boxing skill on the international stage.
So the winner of this one will face Shan of Chinese Taipei, who we saw in the previous round. But this is a really impressive performance on the European debut from young SHINOHARA in the blue. Great defensive work. Saw that punch coming a mile off, ducked her head, swiveled her opponent round, and looked good doing so.
Yeah, and what a debut it is. Only 20 years old, coming all the way to Sheffield, boxing, and I think she has guaranteed herself at least a bronze medal in this fight against a strong and game opponent from Mongolia.
Brilliant lessons learned in the early career of Hikaru SHINOHARA, who continues to land good punches, finding the gaps in the Mongolian defence.
Has been an exciting fight. As I say, it's been a firecracker. Red is pressing on, pressing forward because she knows she's down and she needs a knockout or a stoppage to secure the victory. But unfortunately, I can see that's highly improbable again. Blue just scored a great backhand and pushed Red back onto the ropes.
Yeah, knocked her off balance onto the ropes, didn't she? It's a really good single shot straight down the pipe. And the confidence is growing and the punches are landing.
Red just took a big gasp of air. I think she is tired. It's getting a bit messy now, so we'll see how it unravels. Our second fight in the space of 24 hours for Altantsetseg in the red. Not sure when they flew in, the Mongolians, but it's a long fight. And that is deemed a slip. She rolled out of it like a young Shawn Michaels in WWE there. Straight back onto her feet and ready to go again. Nimble from the young Japanese boxer. Nice combination work as well. Boxing at the range that she wants to box. And looking increasingly comfortable in the centre of the ring. Heading for the semi-finals. Heading for at least a podium finish this week. Yeah, really nice. Blue seems to be throwing a double backhand that seems to be working every time. The first one seems to miss, but the second one seems to be such an eye-catching shot to the judges. And with the last 30 seconds to go, it's what the judges are going to be looking for, the eye-catching blows.
And the majority of those eye-catching blows across the last 9 minutes have come in a blue flurry. Straight backhand again. Single shot was good enough from the Japanese boxer. Got through again. The Mongolian has been game, but some way short of what was needed. The point deduction didn't help, but I think even without the point deduction, this would be going home with the Japanese.
Yes, most definitely. Blues definitely secured the victory, I would say, regardless of the points deduction. She's shown her class on the international stage. She's done her home country proud, and at only 20 years old, coming all the way to Sheffield and securing at least a bronze medal in such a major tournament is just amazing, really.
Yeah, the World Boxing Cup Finals broadcast all around the world on the World Boxing YouTube channel.
Ladies and gentlemen, bout number 37. After 3 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards. We are officials at ringside. Score a unanimous decision victory in favour of your winner. Boxing out of the blue corner, representing Japan, Hikaru Shinohara.
So a good victory, and it draws to a close the action in the women's 50 kilo flyweight division for this evening. The quarterfinals are in the books, and the semi-finals are to come tomorrow, with Lalita CHAINARONG of Thailand boxing Guanxia of China, and Hikaru Shinohara of Japan, who we've just seen, will go up against her opponent from Chinese Taipei, Yu-Shan. And I have to say, after 4 bouts of wonderful co-commentary, Elise Glynn, your time is spent. Have you enjoyed yourself in the commentary box?
Yeah, it's been great. Thank you for having me. It was something different, and I did enjoy it.
Well, it's good. We've enjoyed having you, and we hope that the next time we cover a world boxing event with GB boxers in action, you won't be sitting here, you'll be in that ring. Get well soon. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is bout number 38. It's a women's 57 kilo quarter-final, and introducing your boxers. Firstly, making the way to the red corner, representing Brazil, give it up for Jucielen, ROMEU. Ladies and gentlemen, making the way to the blue corner, representing Japan, give it up for Satsuki YOSHIZAWA.
So while Satsuki YOSHIZAWA makes her way to the ring, we've had a substitution in the commentary box alongside me, Chris Latcham. It's Elise Glynn out, and it's an attacking substitution. We've traded in the GB heavyweight, Isaac Oko. Hi Isaac, how are you getting on?
Hi mate, no, thanks for having me.
Great to have you with us. Isaac training with the GB squad and boxing in the heavyweight final, is that right? On Saturday, straight to the final?
Yeah, straight final for me. Finals on Saturday. I think the other 2 boys will box each other.
Does that add a little bit of pressure that you're basically going to be one and done, and that one is a gold medal match?
Depends how you look at it. I don't mind a straight final and a gold medal. At the same time, I would have rather boxed a couple of times in the tournament, but it's luck of the draw, innit?
It's the luck of the draw. It is what it is. We wish you the very best of luck on Saturday. But before that, we got a series of fights in the women's 57 kilo featherweight category. It's the quarter-final stage. And in the blue corner, Satsuki YOSHIZAWA up against, in the red corner, Jucielen ROMEU of Brazil, who boxed at the Tokyo Olympics, reaching the quarter-finals. So a step up in weight from what we've just been watching in the women's flyweight category. We'll bring you all 4 of the quarterfinals in this women's featherweight division. And then after that, it's the men's flyweights as we draw to a close our evening session on day 2 of the World Boxing Cup finals here in Sheffield. So ROMEU of Brazil in the red against YOSHIZAWA of Japan in the blue. And she's got that stocky physique. She likes to stay low and explode out of that squat stance, as she did yesterday in fine fashion on the way to her win in the round of 16. ROMEU has fast hands, and she has the experience as well. There's certainly explosivity in the pace of both of these boxers.
Just jumping in there with the left hook.
Always jumps in with the left hook. It's a go-to move. Spring-loaded off that back foot, YOSHIZAWA. And when she goes,
she really goes.
She's like a wasp.
Should be a good deal on this one. I think the Japanese have been impressive the last 2 days. There's some good shots there. It's a good exchange.
Yeah, good exchange. It's interesting that the shorter fighter seems to like boxing on the outside, but then bouncing into range and bouncing out of distance.
Yes.
You would imagine that that would be the fight that ROMEU would want as well.
Yeah, she goes for a bit of a walk, and all of a sudden that's a good shot. She comes in, springs an attack, and gets back out and goes back on her bite. Brazilian doing all right though to keep her at length as she comes in, hitting her with that backhand.
That's good work from YOSHIZAWA, forcing her opponent back. No real damage to ROMEU, who actually lands one as the Japanese came in there, just landing one to the top of her head. 3 punches, nothing landing from ROMEU in red.
She's doing a good job here, the Brazilian, keeping her at length and catching that as she comes in. That's a brilliant jab.
Yeah, brilliant jab, and then followed it up with the winging right hand, which just grazed the forehead of YOSHIZAWA. So the featherweights carry extra power, but still have the pace of the flyweights that we've just been watching.
Yeah, a lot of shots going in here, some good exchanges. The Japanese starting the exchange every time, and the Brazilian finishing the exchange.
Just trying to pick her off, isn't she? And getting the better of most of those exchanges so far in this middle portion of the round. 17 seconds to go as we work towards the first bell at the end of this opening 3 minutes. YOSHIZAWA having none of the luck that she had yesterday with that spring-loaded pounce. Jucielen and ROMEU, much more experience than YOSHIZAWA's opponent in the round of 16, and just spotting it coming and catching her on the way in. How did you see that opening round, Isaac?
It was a good round for the Brazilian, in my opinion. Yeah, there you go, the 5-0. She, I think the Japanese started well, but once the Brazilian found the range, she's catching her, she's coming in and finishing the exchanges better and getting the better exchanges on the way out.
Well, we'll see the best of the action right here. I want you to tell us about a little story that just happened as Lewis Richardson and Cindy Ngamba, your GB teammates, were just being presented with their picture on the wall of champions in the GB boxing gym. And Rob McCracken, the legendary GB trainer, had a chance meeting, a bit of a historic meeting with a member of your family. What happened there?
Yeah, we was in the gym, and Cindy and Lewis got their photos up on the wall as they won Olympic medals, and just as it was finishing, my dad Chris Oko turned up, and they haven't seen each other for about 30 years when the GB was down in Crystal Palace, so a little reunion there.
They used to work in the gym together 30 years ago. Yeah. Amazing what this sport can do, bringing people together. Right, round 2 with the Brazilian in red up on all 5 of the judges' scorecards, and YOSHIZAWA of Japan needing something from this middle round.
Yeah, I would say same again here for the Brazilian, but the Japanese pouring it on her.
That was better from YOSHIZAWA, but then she did catch a heavy shot which sent her through the ropes as she was off balance from that bouncing attack that she has like Tigger. Just caught one and sent her skittering through the ropes away to the right-hand side of that red corner. Good single shot again from ROMEU as the Japanese came in. She's catching her every time when she bounces, which probably doubles the velocity of the punch.
I think what the Brazilian's doing is not over moving and timing her as she comes in, because if she jumps back as the Japanese jumps in, she's going to get caught with them big hooks. But she's doing a brilliant job of timing it as she comes and then moving.
Good analysis from Isakoko, GB heavyweight, starting a big 4-year cycle with a world championship on home soil in 10 months' time. But this fight is really kicking into gear. Yoshizawa needs something from the middle round, and she knows that, and she's trying to force the pace.
She's picked it up here, the Japanese girl. She knows she needs a good round there.
High skill, though, from ROMEU in the red. It's a nice single shot straight down the middle from Yoshizawa. She didn't need to jump in for that one. ROMEU in red is a Pan American Games gold medalist. She's operated at a high level.
Yeah, she looks like she's got a wealth of experience here, but Japanese giving her a good go. A minute left. I think the round's still up for grabs, really. A few more eye-catching shots and from either way could take the round for me.
Well, Leon is the referee, having a word with Yoshizawa, inviting the two combatants to box on. It's better work on the inside from Yoshizawa. Doesn't need to always get out at range and spring in. She had the faster hands there on the inside. Nice jab straight down the middle from ROMEU, just to counter the advancing Yoshizawa. End of the second round, a round that Yoshizawa needed something from. Lost the first one on all 5 judges' scorecards. Isaac, round 2?
Closer round for me. I wouldn't like to be a judge of that one.
Fortunately, you don't have to be, because we have 5 judges around the ring. It's a 3-2 split in favour of Jucielen, CERQUEIRA, ROMEU. And that gives her a wide margin, even though 2 of those judges are level at 19 all. The fact that she's got a 2-point lead on 3 of the judges means that something magical would have to happen to keep the Japanese in this tournament.
Yeah, I don't think you can really argue with that one. It was a lot closer around 3-2, close as you can get from a round in terms of judging. Obviously the Brazilian's up and 3 scorecards, so I think she'll just control this round and see it through.
So Yoshizawa won gold at the World Boxing event in Mongolia a couple of months ago. This being the quarterfinal stage. Win this, bag yourself a medal. But she has this final round and really needs either a referee stop the contest or a wide margin victory in this on all of the judges' scorecards to get it. You very rarely see it. That's not to say it can't happen.
Good shot there from the Brazilian. Japanese going for it.
And therefore opening herself up.
Yeah.
She has to go for it. Simple. And ROMEU will know that and will expect it and will try to pick her off. Right hand just brushing off the shoulder of the Japanese boxer there. That one was clean though, and that one following it up.
2 good right hands there from the Brazilian. Answered by a good right hand from the Japanese.
It's a good contest, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Japanese catch her as she comes in, and the Brazilian girl finishes the exchange better. That's sort of been the pattern of the fight at the minute.
The more experienced Brazilian boxer showing her talent. But Yoshizawa is a thriller minute. Great to watch. Have really enjoyed seeing her in the ring here in Sheffield over the past couple of days.
Yeah, very explosive, isn't she? There you go. Left hook, right hand.
Yeah, brilliant.
Falling in there a little bit.
Something of a peak Manny Pacquiao about her movements as well. Trying to work the body, Yoshizawa. ROMEU slipped out. couldn't be caught. It's a good winging left though from Yoshizawa, just the single shot. The single shot's not going to get it done here.
No, she needs to put something together here.
Yoshizawa is boxing like she's up 2 rounds here, never mind down 2. Side to side lateral movement, trying to open up the avenues of attack. Ooh. Sends in the big shot. That's a good winging left, but again, it's only the single shot that gets through.
Yeah, and the Brazilian's answering back every time she gets hit. You know, the Japanese falls in, smothers her work a little bit, and Japanese answer backs for 2 or 3 shots on the way out.
That's a good glancing left hook from ROMEU in the red.
Ooh, that's a good shot.
Yeah, good shot. Big shot from blue.
But then she falls in and smothers. She hits her with a really good right hand. And she falls in and smothers.
What does she need to be doing instead of falling in and smothering? Following it up with more?
Yeah, she's caught with a good right hand there at length. And then I think she might get a bit eager and sort of run in after her, knowing that she needs a big last round. But I think if she just takes her time, measures her with that lead hand, and she'll be able to catch her again. But that's good round there for the Brazilian. I think the Japanese girl plays into her hands really.
Yeah, for my money, she did have a good last round. She needed a great last round to have any chance. And the judges haven't been liking what they've seen so far from Yoshizawa. They were 2 great single right hands from Jucielen and ROMEU of Brazil.
I think that's what the Japanese girl needed with that backhand.
Yeah, there wasn't enough combination work put together by Yoshizawa in the final round that she needed to win by a convincing margin to have any chance with the lead that the Brazilian had built.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, match number 38 out of 3 rounds of boxing. We go with the scorecards. The officials of the ringside score a split decision in favor of the winner boxing in the red corner.
So Sheffield is red for this bout. Jucielen and ROMEU getting the split decision victory, and we'll bring up the scores on the screen just to break down exactly how the split worked among the judges. A 3-2 split, but a wide 3-2 split, with Yoshizawa winning by 1 point on 2 of the judges' scorecards, and the Brazilian winning by a much wider margin on the other 3.
Yeah, brilliantly boxed from the Brazilian in my opinion. First 2 rounds was clear, kept her at length, caught her as she come in, built the lead and controlled the 3rd round.
Terrific contest, really enjoyable to watch here at ringside, and I'm sure you enjoyed it wherever you are around the world watching on the World Boxing YouTube channel. Thank you for being with us. Isaac Oko in the commentary box with me, Chris Latcham. And if you are enjoying what you're seeing, well, we are just getting started. 2 more days of brilliant competition, culminating in finals day on Saturday, when Isaac will be boxing for the gold in the men's 92 kilo heavyweight division. Do you know the likely opponents that you'll be facing? It's one of 2.
Yeah, either the Italian or the Korean. I think they're boxing tomorrow. So I'll be watching that, see who gets the better of who, and then look forward to Saturday.
Yeah. Well, we wish you the very best of luck on Saturday, Isaac. We'll look forward to covering your bout. And right now we are going to focus on one of the home hopes. Olivia Holmes goes by Liv, making her way to the ring. You'll know her well, won't you?
Yeah, teammate of mine, very good boxer, nice and neat and clean. And I've heard she packs a punch in that right hand. We call her Lethal Liv in the gym. But she's a very good boxer, a good jab, sets up that right hand nicely. Should be a good bout this.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Liv Holmes, 22 years young, a couple of international gold medals as well. She knows what it takes to get it done on the international stage.
And ladies and gentlemen, making her way to the ring, in the blue corner, representing the Netherlands, give it up for Gabriëlle.
So Gabriëlle WEERHEIM of the Netherlands is a young and just 19 years old. I was talking about the international golds that Liv has won. Well, she isn't alone in this contest, because Gabriëlle WEERHEIM won the Tama tournament in Finland just last month. And Isaac, I'm sure you'll be aware from all of your teammates and the fact that you'll have won gold medals as you come up through the ranks. Gold medals and wins build confidence.
Yeah, definitely. I think she'll be coming into this with a lot of confidence. These two have actually boxed before in the Eindhoven Box Cup, Liv being the victor, so I think that'll put an extra little bit of spite in the Dutch girls, wanting a bit of revenge on Liv. Real contrast of styles, really. The stockier fighter from Netherlands and Liv, the taller, rangy fighter. Makes for a good fight.
Styles make fights. Will it be repeat? Will it be revenge? We shall see over the next 10 minutes or so.
Representing Chinese Taipei, Chen.
So repeat or revenge is the question. Liv Holmes in the red corner representing England up against Gabriëlle WEERHEIM, 19 years old from the Netherlands in the blue, and she started at pace. They both have.
She's a fast starter, this Dutch girl. Comes out flying start of every round. I think Liv just needs to use her attributes, keep it nice and long as she did there.
Yeah.
Nice long 1-2.
Boxing at range and landing the combination straight down the middle. It's rough and tumble from WEERHEIM, isn't it?
Yeah, she's not too dissimilar from the Japanese that we just seen there. Goes for a walk and springs in with a combo.
Well, styles make fights. It's a cliche you so often hear in boxing, but it seems to work as it did in the last fight, and indeed here. The contrast of styles makes for such an intriguing contest.
Yeah, very similar sort of fight to the one we've just seen. You know, smaller, stockier opponent who fights in bursts, and a taller, rangier opponent. It's just who can execute the game plan better on the night.
So winner of this will go through to the semi-finals, which guarantees bronze medal. And that's a push, not a knockdown from Liv. Just trying to show in the ring who can be the stronger. Well, Liv Holmes actually already won a medal in this very arena, a bronze medal at the GB Open back in January. Lost to the eventual gold medalist, Maud van der Toorn of the Netherlands, where Gabriëlle WEERHEIM is from.
Good exchange there, both landing shots.
Yeah, really good exchange, and that was brilliant work from WEERHEIM, who ducked to the right and landed a punch right up the left-hand side.
Yeah, she's stepping off, giving some nice angles here.
Covering up nicely as well to cover those two headshots from Holmes in the English red jersey. Good combination work from the Dutch boxer.
I think this round's still up for grabs, very close round.
Into the last minute of a very close round, as Isaac Oko has told us. This must be wetting your whistle for Saturday. No doubt he wants to get in there. Oh, WEERHEIM caught onto the head as she was off balance. Did well to keep her balance, actually.
Liv just setting up that right hand there nicely with a long jab.
Yeah, it's the little short right, wasn't it? Knocked her off balance. Could that be one of the deciding punches when it comes down to the judges' scorecards? Good work from Holmes in the red. WEERHEIM trying to force the issue right up to the final bell. Little touch of gloves from the two boxers as they go back to their corners. If you can tell us this without the red tinted spectacles of being an England teammate, how did you see that first round, Isaac?
I think that was a close one. I think Liv started well with the long stuff, and as the round went on, the Dutch girl come into the fight more, stepping off of the angles. Yeah, again, I wouldn't like to judge that one.
We're just having a slight issue with the scoreboard graphics, so Isaac, your eyes and ears are going to be key in this bout. And mine indeed.
7 out.
So a close opening round, and we head to the middle round of 3. Olivia Holmes of England in red against Gabriëlle WEERHEIM of the Netherlands in the blue. Both lively fighters. Holmes in red would prefer to box at distance, and WEERHEIM wants it like this, rough and tumble, right up close, boxing in a phone box.
Yeah, fast start to this round. The girl from Netherlands has come out, started fast.
So Holmes now stalking her prey, has her opponent at the kind of range that she wants to box.
Exactly,
doesn't want WEERHEIM up under her chin.
No, she got her hair right exactly where she wants her. She needs to let her hands go here. It's better.
It's the boxer against the brawler at the moment. The brawler from the Netherlands wanting to get up close and physical. And Olivia Holmes wants more of this. Boxing at the range, trying to pick her shots. She's backed her opponent up into her own blue corner here. On a body language tip, that's a good thing, and then landing punches like that is even better.
There's some good shots there from Olivia, or ships one on the way out.
Yeah, great single right from the Dutch boxer straight through.
She started fast, this Dutch girl, and now I think she's had a little breather, and now she's back to letting her hands go. There's some good shots at range from Olivia Holmes.
Yeah, she's boxing nicely in the mid part of this middle round. This is the distance she wants. The single shot's being thrown out. Now 1-2 combo. It's lovely. The second shot from the backhand got through.
There's some good boxing here from Olivia. Them straight shots. She's catching her as she comes in. The Dutch girl smothering her work as she comes in.
It's a mirror of what happened in the last bout.
Yeah.
With the boxer wanting to spring load and box up close and just getting picked off.
I think the Dutch girl's slowing down a little bit here.
Well, she's gone off at a ferocious pace. And even though these 3-round short contests, they're not quite a marathon, but if you sprint all the way through, you'll find yourself
in deep waters.
Yeah. Thank you for finishing my sentence. I was in deep water myself. Into the last 30 seconds of this second round. Brilliant work from Holmes at range, landing the left and then following through with the backhand right.
Yeah, good round here for Olivia. I think as the Dutch goes slowing down, she's picking it up a little bit. It's a good uppercut there on the inside.
And so with both boxers falling to the canvas, no knockdown, we will go to the bell at the end of the second round. And the boxers will take a well-earned break after a high-energy contest so far. Any ideas on the scores? Anyone just get this up and down? So we are almost ready to go. Just being told, we are having 1 or 2 issues with the graphics on the scores, but I'm told by the judges at ringside that this is dead level as we go to the final round, which makes me excited for what's to come in the next 3 minutes, Isaac.
Yeah, it should be a good round this. Level going into the last round, you know, both girls are going to go for it and take the contest up for grabs.
So it's all on this.
Yeah, both girls going to go for it in this round, I think. It's all up for grabs. Ooh, ooh.
A little punch around the back of the head. And Olivia Holmes gets told that's because you turned around. She was hoping for a little bit of support, I think, from the in-ring referee. Nice combination work just to force the Dutch boxer back onto her heels. Again, this is the distance that Holmes wants the fight at, but WEERHEIM has no interest in staying at that range. She wants to be up on the inside.
Yeah, someone needs to take this by the scruff of her neck this round. It's all up for grabs. Someone needs to push the pace.
Crowd finding their voice as well here at the English Institute of Sport.
Exchange.
Yeah, great exchange, and the single right shot was the one that really told from the Dutch boxer. Good movement from WEERHEIM. I think she's getting confident.
Yeah, I think this is where Liv needs to work when she takes her break. Not let her rest. That's a good shot.
Yeah, two shots straight through the middle. Three.
Last one landing there. I think this is where Liv needs to pick it up as the girl from the Netherlands is taking a rest. She's going to spring an attack in a minute.
And there comes the spring. Down she goes. Another untidy tumble to the canvas, but no knockdown. The referee will dust off the gloves and we will get back underway. A minute left in the contest.
Oh, it's a good shot there as she comes in from Liv. Good backhand.
Close contest, hard to split them. We came into this decisive round at 1 round apiece.
Very close this.
All on this. Fairly soft shot from Liv, but it was a straight shot and it sent her opponent wheeling backwards. That's a nice 1-2 combo with the Dutch boxer up against the ropes.
Yeah, Liv pushing the pace here. Caught with some good shots. Both girls tired, I think. Just
Holmes with the single shot to the body. WEERHEIM calls her on. 24 seconds left to go. This could be the final moments to win the judges over. WEERHEIM throws a couple, lands on Olivia Holmes' gloves. 10-second clapper.
oh,
They'll box right up to the
shot.
bell here. Good shots being exchanged. Terrific contest. And both of them feel they've done enough to get the job done.
yeah, very close contest. As you know, 1-1 going into the last round. Again, another close round in the last round. Once again, I would not like to be the judges on this one.
It's the life they choose. It's the responsibility that they have called upon themselves. And we will await for the official confirmation of the result from our ringside MC, Craig Denham.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, about 39 after 3 rounds of boxing. We go to the scorecards where your officials and ringside score a split decision in favour of your winner, and boxing out of the blue corner, representing the Netherlands, Gabriëlle WEERHEIM.
So the victory goes to the Netherlands, and the blue corner, Gabriëlle WEERHEIM, has got the win over her older, slightly more experienced opponent, an opponent who had beaten her before at the Eindhoven Box Cup. So Holmes had beaten the Dutch girl on Dutch soil, and now Gabriëlle WEERHEIM has turned the tide.
Yeah, good fight there, another close one. Girl from Netherlands getting avenging her loss. Should be very pleased with her performance.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen,
So lessons to be learned always when boxing on this international circuit. And you can hear our ring MC, Craig Denham, just telling the crowd we've been here for the best part of an hour and a half. Everybody go and take a comfort break. Olivia Holmes comes over to us in the commentary box. Little hug for Isaac Oko, who's on co-commentary with me. We are going to take a short 10-minute break before we come back for the final 6 bouts of the evening session. Couple more women's featherweight quarterfinals to come, and then we've got all 4 of the men's flyweight quarterfinals. Just a very quick question, if I'm not going to break any confidences, Isaac, what was said there between you and Olivia Holmes as she came over briefly?
No, I just said well done. No close fight. Just asked you all right. Obviously, it's gutting losing close fights. is what is the sport, innit?
This is the sport. Opportunity to box on an international stage is always going to be a great lesson. The fights don't always go your way, and that's the thing with 3-round contests. As you always box, ultimately things can slip out of your grasp when it even doesn't feel like it's going that way.
Yeah, it's like you say, it's what happens when there's only 3 rounds to do what you got to do. You know, first 2 rounds are close, and it's all in the last round. You got to dig deep and find something in the last round, and sometimes it just doesn't go your way.
No, it doesn't. Very frustrating for Olivia Holmes and, of course, all of her teammates within GB Boxing and all of the GB Boxing fans watching around the world on the World Boxing YouTube channel. We are going to take a short break. When we come back, we've got 6 more bouts. Myself, Chris Latcham, Isaac Oko will be on commentary, and a little bit later on as well, we're going to give Isaac a breather. And Lewis Richardson, the Olympic bronze medalist, will be joining us for the last few fights of the night, fresh from having a real moment in his life. He's had his picture added to the wall of champions in the GB Boxing gym earlier today. We'll ask him all about that. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Don't you go anywhere. So we are back from our short break here on the World Boxing YouTube channel. Chris Latcham in the commentary box along with GB heavyweight Isaac Oko representing England this week. Will box in the heavyweight final on Saturday. And we're going to pick things up with the third of the women's 57 kilo featherweight quarterfinals. This is Preedakamon TINTABTHAI representing Thailand in the red vest.
Glad you're pronouncing these names instead of me.
You can go with Thai in the red vest. So we've seen a couple of international debutantes so far this week. This is the second of the Italian international debutantes. Sara Pinzin is making her way to the ring, just 20 years young. Up against a really experienced campaigner as well in the Thai boxer who this year has boxed in Italy, Bulgaria, Kazakhstan and Turkey. So a seasoned campaigxer boxing internationally.
Inside. Judge 1 representing Germany, Judge 2 representing World Boxing, Judge 3 representing Australia, Judge 4 representing World Boxing, and Judge 5 representing World Boxing. Your referee also representing World Boxing, Jucielen.
So the third of the quarterfinals in the women's featherweight division kicks us off after our short interlude. And it's Preedakamon TINTABTHAI of Thailand in the blue, in the red, up against Sarah Pinsin of Italy in the azzurri blue that her country so often wear.
Round one.
So straight to the centre of the ring for the young Italian, and immediately being walked backwards by a slightly more experienced opponent.
Yeah, Italian up on her toes here.
Being walked back into that neutral corner early on before a punch has even landed in this bout.
Yeah, giving up space quite easily there. Italian.
Must be daunting, right? International debut, eyes of the world on you, other boxers from all around the world. We've got Olympians here, we've got former world champions here, and all of a sudden you're up against someone who's boxed all around the world.
Yeah, it is. And as you said, the Thai girl experience, been around, so not the easiest of introductions to international boxing, but you've got to do it at some point.
Yep, we were all young once, you all start somewhere, and for Sarah Pinson it's right here on the international stage anyway, here in Sheffield, and she's thrown a bit of leather there, managed to get through a couple of times, caught some coming back as well, and now just looking that little bit more like she's relaxed into it after a fairly nervy opening 60 seconds. Yeah, nice work.
Shot there, yeah. As the Thai girl comes, stepping back on a 1-2.
Just picked her off neatly, but again, finding herself back in that neutral corner.
Yeah, it looks like she's starting to relax a bit here, the Italian. She don't want to be on them ropes for too long though.
Decent exchange from the two boxers, with the Italian with her back to the ropes. Talked with Lewis Richardson last night about the body language that you can send to the judges even when not many punches are landing, and finding yourself backed into a corner is never a good thing in fights where not many punches are landing.
Yeah, sort of call ring generalship, you know, making sure the contest takes place in the centre of the ring as much as we can. Obviously, it's not always going to be there, it's inevitable you're going to end up on the outer circle at some point, but as much as you can, be in the centre of the ring, stand tall, good body language, and impose yourself on your opponent, not let them push you back.
Yeah, and she's starting to hold her feet that little bit more.
Yeah, she's
growing in confidence. Jinx.
Yeah,
I don't want you to be jinxed, I need you to keep talking.
She's definitely relaxing into this competition, the Italian. Oh, it's her lace.
Yeah, shoelace has come undone, so we'll take a moment for the coach in the corner.
Quite, I don't think anyone's really took control of this round so far. I'd say it's been pretty close.
Yeah, no one's taking it by the scruff of the neck. Just a couple of times there when the Italian comes in, she sees the Thai boxer coming and continues her flurry, and is matching her punch for punch.
Yeah, some good exchanges, brilliant exchanges. Tit for tat in a minute. Another close round.
I think the volume of punches has definitely come from the Italian.
Yeah, I think the Italian's starting the exchanges. The Thai girl trying to time her as she comes as the counter. So we'll see what the judges favour.
And we can see, and indeed they've gone 4-1 in favour of the more experienced Thai boxer.
Yeah, I just think, as we were saying, the ring generalship, and she looked a bit more composed than the Italian girl. A little bit more cleaner work, but the Italian girl not out of it. She caught some good shots. See how she does.
So 6 minutes to go in the contest. for a place in the women's featherweight semi-finals. And by booking a spot in the semi-finals, you guarantee yourself an international bronze medal. Both of the beaten semi-finalists end up with that bronze medal. There's no box off. But that doesn't mean it won't be box office. Touch of the gloves, and we're underway at the start of round 2. Now it's the Thai that's taking up residence in the centre of the ring, and she's the one trying to...
some good shots there from the Thai girl.
Yeah, impress on the judges early in this first round. She didn't do that, second round I should say. She didn't do that in the opening one. Took some time to find her way in.
I think she struggled a bit trying to get the rhythm with the Italian girl. She started off bouncing on her toes. She maybe couldn't find the range, but she started the second round well, the Thai girl.
There'll be very little pre-fight data on the Italian Sara Pinson on her international debut. Not that I know how much pre-work goes into it, but I imagine videos would be watched. TINTABTHAI, the Thai boxer, up on the scorecards after round 1, is still owning the centre of that ring and trying to invite the Italian onto her, who lets her hands go now. Certainly more confident from the Thai boxer, landing a flurry there as well. The right hand shocked her head back.
Yeah, the Italian girl just caught coming in there with her chin up in the air, a little bit square, and Thai girl capitalised on that and caught some good shots.
Yeah, slight reddening around the face of the Italian boxer too. Good single shot from TINTABTHAI.
She's really finding her range here, the Thai girl, with that backhand.
Lead left, catching the Italian's chin as well. And she's starting to land at will. TINTABTHAI in the red.
Yeah, she really is finding her range here in the second round. She can't miss her at the minute with the right hand. Just think the Italian needs to get her chin down a little bit and push in behind the double jab. She's jumping in a little bit here, and the Thai girl's just picking off as she comes.
Again.
There you go. Once again.
Flash right hand right into the face of the Italian boxer Pinson. Into the last 30 seconds of this second round. It's a second round that Pinson needs something from in the blue vest, and it's a second round that I don't think she's going to get anything from unless she finishes absolutely blisteringly, because the Thai has boxed well at range and found the target on multiple occasions.
Yeah, very good round here for the girl in red.
Both punching right up to the final bell. But my hunch is that that's a red round.
I would definitely agree with that.
All across the board, with the bottom judge giving it as a 2-point margin, a 10-8 round. And you can see with the 4 judges now, has her at least up by 2, one of the judges up by 3. This is not about that the Italian will be winning on her international debut.
No, she'll give a good account of herself though. No, the fight's not over, it's not over until the lady sings. So she's put up a good showcase here. You know, potential talent coming through on her debut. It's looking promising for her.
Where was your international debut?
Mine was actually in Benidorm.
Benidorm?
Yeah, not too bad for an international debut.
No, little party afterwards?
I wouldn't say little.
So it wasn't all business. We'll wait until the fighting's finished at least. Right, final round here in Sheffield, with Preedakamon TINTABTHAI of Thailand leading by a wide margin as we head into this final 3 minutes.
Yeah, we'll see. I think we'll see what the Italian's about here if she goes for it.
Well, she's still in it. She's still trying to showcase her skills. Skills that have convinced the Italian Federation that she is one worth nurturing. And she will come again, that is for sure.
Definitely, I just think it's, as you say, it's her international debut, just the experience got it better of her this time. But, yeah, she'll definitely come again. Not many tournaments for her to box in. Be loads of opportunities for her to gain more experience, and like you say, got 4 years until LA, plenty of time.
Win or learn, that has to be the mantra for boxers at the beginning of their career. TINTABTHAI throws out a single left jab, that landed just on the chin of Pinsin in the blue.
She'll definitely learn, take a lot from this fight, I think.
Oh, good shot, and then backed out of danger. TINTABTHAI ducking under the punches. She's really showcasing her skills going backwards as well as forwards.
Some nice work here from the Going Red. Just managing around, really.
Little prodding jab seems to be getting through all the time.
Yeah.
A little 1-2 combo from the Italian. When she started the fight, she was throwing 3s and 4s. Maybe the pace of it has just got to her a little bit. Maybe some of the belief has been eased out of her with the Thai opening up that wide margin. Shots landing at will from the boxer in red.
Yeah, brilliant boxing here from the Going Red. She knows she's 2 rounds up. Probably stepped off the gas a little bit, but again, still picking her shots. That's lovely 1-2 as she comes in. Just taking the fight away from her.
Just really accurate work, isn't it?
Yeah.
Throwing less punches than she has throughout the fight, but the ones that do, zooming right in on the target. That's a great backhand right as well. Job well done for Preedakamon TINTABTHAI of Thailand. Touch of gloves, respect, as the Italian goes back to her corner and gets some words of support from her Italian coaches in this blue corner. And that means that we definitely won't have an all-Italian semi-final. Up next we've got Federica Zanaletta of Italy, but Sarah Pinsin will not be meeting her in the semi-final no matter what happens in that bout.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, bout number 40. After 3 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards where your officials at ringside score a unanimous decision victory. All in favour of your winner, boxing out of the red corner, representing Thailand, Preedakamon TINTABTHAI.
Unanimous decision for the Thai. Handshake for the referee. And thank yous all around the arena. 4-point margin on the bottom judges' scorecard, winning every round on the others, except for the first round with the 4th judge of the 5, which was given in favour of the Italian boxer. Everything else went the way of the Thai, who marches on to the semi-finals and means she will be going home with, at the very least, a world boxing bronze.
There's some very good boxing there from the Thai girl. Italian done well though. I don't think she should be too disappointed with herself in her first international tournament. Come back with a medal is an achievement in itself, and there's plenty more to come for her.
So just the one bout to come in the women's featherweight quarterfinals. And there's one of the home boxers involved too. Stick around and keep with us on the World Boxing YouTube channel.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is bout number 41, which is a women's 57 kilo quarter final. Introducing your boxers, and firstly making their way to the ring in the red corner, representing Italy, give it up for Federica Zanaletto.
So another senior international debut for an Italian boxer. Federica Zanaletto is a couple of years older than her compatriot that we've just seen, Sarah Pinson, but she too is making her first steps onto this international circuit.
And ladies and gentlemen, making their way to the blue corner, representing England, give it up for Vivian Parsons.
So Vivian Parsons is on the academy squad with GB Boxing from Brixton. Senior national finalist, beaten in the gold medal bout by a boxer that we've seen earlier this evening, Liv Holmes. And the two of them now boxing in different weight categories. The same weight category, forgive me. Two boxers entered in, but Livia Holmes was beaten in her quarter-final. Slightly to the surprise of at least one of us at ringside. I thought that she got the decision, but the Dutch boxer got that decision. And so now it's all on Vivian Parsons to get the job done against her Italian opponent if there is to be a home favourite in the semi-finals of the women's featherweight.
Representing Chinese Taipei, Judge 4 are representing the USA, and Judge 5 are representing the Netherlands. Your referee representing World Boxing, Jarno Mustonen.
Well, Vivian Parsons brought home a silver from the Tama tournament in Finland a month ago. So knows what it takes to get wins on the international circuit. Has the difference of having a home crowd in the arena that she now calls home, boxing here with GB Boxing at the English Institute of Sport. So Vivian Parsons in the blue representing England up against Federica Zanaletto of Italy in the red.
I think we'll see a lot of international debuts within the new year and around these times, because obviously the Paris Olympics just gone. There's a new cycle of boxers. You'll have the odd few stay on, but there's a new cycle of boxers coming through from every country. So I think there'll be a lot of debutants coming through, and it'll be good to see what talent is coming through, young talent coming through.
Yeah, especially as those that have now moved up in their reckoning in their various national federations, they are now the big targets for medals as we move towards World Championships and Olympic Games in the future.
Well, that's a good shot there.
Certainly was a good shot.
Finish on the leader, good shot, and again, that's lovely.
Good
Backhand.
contest this. Vivian Parsons is up on her toes and looking game in the early exchanges here.
Yeah, good ring generalship from Viv, taking the centre. Just timing her with that backhand lead hook as she comes. She's caught her twice with that now, nice.
Well, she's had her name in lights before, Viv Parsons. She was a poster girl for the National Lottery 5 years ago, literally up on billboards all around the country because of the support that she'd had in her early career.
Yeah, very good fighter, Viv, fellow London boxer. So, you know, we've boxed together on a lot of national championships through the years, and now both on Team GB, and some lovely shots she's catching the Italian here.
Yeah, she really is. Lefts and rights are landing. Holds her guard quite low, doesn't she, Parsons?
That's a good shot.
Trusts in her reactions, it really is a good shot. As Isaac Oko has said, it's a shot that forces the referee to give a standing 8 count. Straight down the middle.
Yeah, I won't be surprised if you see Viv go for this one. She's very strong.
She looks hungry, doesn't she, tonight?
Yeah.
So Parsons has started really strongly. The standing 8 count already given to her Italian opponent, and the punches keep thundering in. Big swinging right, just misses the face of the Italian.
She's really found her range.
Three-punch combo and following it up with that single backhand right.
It's a big round here for Viv. Very good start.
Really impressive work. Swarming her now.
Punches in bunches there. Some good work without smothering. Good jab.
Single shot jab. Finding the target, then coming in with the backhand right.
Yeah, there you go.
And it's a second count in this first round, and Parsons goes to the neutral corner and punches the air. Even when she punches the air, she can't miss. Right on the bell, she was going looking for a third count in the round. Brilliant. One of the best first rounds we've seen all week.
Yeah, brilliant start for Viv there. Found her timing and her range. Seconds into the first round. Couldn't miss her with a backhand. Followed it up with a lead hook, forcing 2 counts. And there's 3 10-8 rounds.
Almost surprised it's only 3.
Yeah, I would definitely give that a 10-8 round. Lovely
Big
boxing there
dominance from Viv Parsons. Now, I was up in the GB gym as we watched some of the best of the action. These are the 2 standing counts. That straight shot immediately, referee stepping in. And this is the second one coming now, Isaac.
It's a lovely
shot.
Another
power shot straight
Brilliant
through the
timing.
middle. Yeah, I was up in the GB gym, and on the board, all of the guys in the academy have got these written on the whiteboard, and Vivian Parsons, it says, active lead hand, relax with head and punches, and adapt to what's in front of you. Take your time. How is she responding to those instructions from her coaches?
Yeah, you know, after every tournament we go to, we do what we call a debrief of our last fight, and watch the fight back, and we have to come up with some work-ons, and what we think we've done well and what we don't think we've done so well. And
is that boxers in collaboration with coaches?
Yeah, work with the coaches and the boxers, and obviously they're Viv's work-ons, and I think she's very relaxed here.
Yeah, and she's reacting to what's in front of her, so she's listening to those work-ons, acting on them, and at the moment outclassing her opponent from Italy. Great work from the woman in blue. Nice work to the body as well. Throwing out the jab to the head. The right came through to the body. Good single shot again. She's taking some shots, isn't she, the Italian?
I wouldn't be surprised if there's a shot.
That's a straight down the middle. A third count of the fight. What a clinic being put on by the Brixton boxer. And we box on.
Oh, shot. Yeah, I think she can force a stoppage here, Viv.
We've not seen too many stoppages across the women's or the men's bouts this week. I think just the one we had yesterday. Referee stopped the contest. That was in one of the women's bouts yesterday. But that is what now Viv Parsons is targeting. Already leading by a landslide after just 1 round with the 2 counts. She's had a 3rd count in this second round, a 4th count now.
And that'll be it.
What a showcase.
Can't miss with that backhand. I just heard one of the coaches, GB coaches there, say keep throwing the backhand. She's just so accurate with that shot, and that's a brilliant.
And the referee has stopped the contest with 1 minute 10 remaining of the second round. A brilliant, clinical, clean, barbaric and punishing performance from Vivian Parsons, who has sent a message to the rest of the women's featherweight division.
Yeah, punch perfect, I would say. Brilliant performance from Viv. She'll be glad to get that one. First one of the tournament out of the way and push on now. The gold medal.
Well worth seeing some of this action again. 4 times the referee stepped in to issue a standing 8 count, and at the end he stopped the contest, and I think, Isaac, it was the exact right time to do that, because the Italian was starting to take too much punishment.
Yeah, definitely. Good refereeing. Brilliant performance from Viv. Couldn't miss with that right hand, and got the job done. Don't get paid for overtime.
You certainly don't get paid for overtime. Vivian will be paid the same come what may, and she's got the job done in 1 round and 2 minutes.
Your referee stopped the contest in round number 2, giving you your winner, boxing out of the blue corner, representing England, it's Vivian.
Well, she looks absolutely crestfallen. Federica Zanaletto, that is a tough tough introduction to the international circuit, but a brilliant punch-perfect performance from Parsons, who marches on to the semi-finals. Vivian the Oblivion, they call her, and she has just shown us why.
Yeah.
Now, Isaac, it's time for you to take a rest. We will look forward to seeing you in the heavyweight division final on Saturday. We wish you the very best of luck. Thank you for joining me in the commentary box.
Thank you for having me.
Enjoyed yourself?
Been a pleasure.
I think you want to watch in the booth for the future.
Thank you very much.
And we're going to sub him out live on the World Boxing YouTube channel. Isaac has put in a good stint, but he needs his rest because he's got a big final coming up in just a couple of days' time. Got to get him to bed early. And joining me in the commentary box is Lewis Richardson, who has been with us all week. Claimed the Olympic bronze medal for GB at the Paris Games a few months ago, and you just sat behind me for what was a truly clinical performance from Vivian Parsons.
Oh, fantastic performance. Was it 3 or 4 counts?
4 counts in 2 rounds.
Yeah, less than 2 rounds. A really, really impressive performance. So, yeah, fair play. She'll go again. Yeah, she'll go again tomorrow.
And she'll go again against the Thai boxer, Preedakamon TINTABTHAI, in the semi-final in the women's featherweight division. With the winner of that either facing the Brazilian featherweight, Jucielen ROMEU, or the Dutch girl, Gabriëlle WEERHEIM.
51 kilo quarter final. Introducing your boxers, and firstly making their way to the red corner, representing Singapore. Keep it up for Wei Tuan Teo.
So 4 more bouts to come in the evening session, live on the World Boxing YouTube channel, with me, Chris Latcham, and Lewis Richardson bringing the bouts home this evening. And the remaining 4 bouts to come are all in the lightest of the men's weights on show, the 51 kilo flyweights quarterfinals. And the first into the ring is the man from Singapore, Wei Tuan Teo.
Ladies and gentlemen, making their way to the blue corner, representing Japan. Give it up for Sushi Makino.
Well, Sushi Makino was lightning yesterday in his split decision victory over Kaiki Carcedo of Brazil, Cardoso, I beg your pardon. Brilliant performance in the men's flyweight division. And he bounced into the ring yesterday, and he's bouncing into the ring today.
Ringside, Judge 1 representing Australia, Judge 2 representing World Boxing, Judge 3 representing World Boxing, Judge 4 representing World Boxing, Judge 5 representing Finland. Your referee representing Italy, Carlo Franchi.
Makino of Japan in blue, Juan of Singapore in the red. And Makino was part of that incredible Japanese cohort yesterday. 5 fights, 5 wins, and his was one of the best. Wrapping up well at the volume of punches coming in towards his head, and then spring loading and landing a body shot. I made the point yesterday, Makino, when he was boxing against the taller man, he was almost boxing too far at range and leaving his rear leg right behind him and almost overstretching with his punches early on, but he settled into the bout, found his range, and once he did find his range, he just couldn't miss with his punches against the Brazilian yesterday, Lewis.
Yeah, and he's finding his range, looks like a little bit earlier today. Landed a couple good backhands over the top, which is nice. Got strong legs, looks like got really short and compact but strong.
Perpetual motion as well, in and out. What a wonderful left hook that is.
Yeah. Good balance, good shots, good shot selection. Yeah, right hand over the top again there lands.
And almost falling away, it looks like, but that's controlled dismount, isn't it, from the punch?
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
And once
lovely.
again, hands can't hit what your eyes can't see.
Yeah.
Quality from the Japanese. In and out work. And the Singapore boxer is taller, looks stronger in the upper body, perhaps not as quick. Japanese boxer just able to pounce in and out like a flea.
Yeah, exactly like that, on cue. Really, really fast. Good hand speed. Just looks more comfortable, the two. Just drifting in and out well. Punching when he wants to punch. Singapore's been a little bit reactive at the moment.
He wraps up really nicely as well when he's within range. High held guard comes in, protects his head, and then he can pounce through and land punches like that.
Definitely.
Looked a little low, that one, and the Singapore boxer is pointing to his waistband. He's just not there when the punches are coming in, though. Makino really shining once again. Out of range, ducking under the punch. Juan throwing a combination work, trying to get through. That's a big right hand, sent the Singapore man straight into the referee.
Backhand over the top, landing all round long there. Really good start from the Japanese.
Terrific 3 minutes to kickstart the first of these men's flyweight quarterfinals. A 4-1 split, which I find a little surprising. The second of the 4 judges gave it as an 8-10 round in favour of the Japanese. And the middle judge saw it the other way.
That is very surprising how it's gone the other way there, but most importantly, the right, 4-1 up, so can build from that.
So Makino boxed yesterday like London buses. You wait for a Japanese fight for so long and then 3 come along at once, and all 3 of them were absolutely stunning, and the best of them was Soshi Makino. And he's picked up right where he left off yesterday.
Seconds out.
Absolute joy to rewatch some of the best of the action from that first round. And we're underway in the second round. The Japanese boxer in blue, Juan from Singapore in the red. More combination work coming from the man in red, but still not quite finding clean target. A slightly different approach from Makino at the start of this round. Getting up close and physical. Covering up again, covering up well. Stifling the punches.
Yeah, just in and out, really nice. Not getting caught with anything either, So my catch is that he's not getting caught with, just as important as landing those.
Good again from Makino, locking up his arms, and then as he freed himself, throwing out that right hand over the top. Combinations coming his way, but he just throws out the left hand lands. You like this, don't you?
I'm really impressed. Just the speed of these 51s, is just really impressive, and they still look strong, still like landing some good power shots. Do you reckon you could take one, Chris?
No, absolutely not. I don't think I could take half. I wouldn't see it coming. I'd wake up 20 minutes later and say, what happened?
Coming either, to be honest. The speed of the Japanese is really impressive.
Well, it's why in the pro game, the very best at the smaller weights are able to move up through the weights. We've seen it from Pacquiao, we've seen it from Nia in a way. They can move up in weight, they carry that speed with them, and they carry the power as well. Who knows where Soshi Makino will go as his career works on, but he is a thrill a minute. A little bolo feint from the Japanese boxer in blue. Sends out 2 right hands to the body, doesn't quite get through. But he's barely shipped anything in this bout, Lewis.
He looks in cruise control, and he's punching. You know, he's boxing at quite a high tempo, but he looks like it's all on his terms. Really impressive performance so far, especially considering he boxed yesterday as well. So it just shows sometimes getting the bye isn't always the best thing to do. You know, sometimes it's good to get in early and get the cobwebs off. You know, he's fresh.
That's good work again from Makino. Lefts and rights. Well, Isaac Oko, in the seat that you've just joined us in, he made the point. He's through to the heavyweight final, and while he's glad to be boxing for a gold medal, maybe he preferred to have that more in-ring practice.
Yeah, definitely, and you know, especially these tournaments, Chris, where it's all about development and progression. You need to box 2 or 3 times. Of course, it's an uncontrollable for Isaac, so he's just got to do what he does best and perform on Saturday in the final. But you definitely want the more the merrier bouts in these sort of competitions.
Now all of the judges have gone in favour of Makino, the Japanese boxer. 2 of them have gone with an 8-10 round. He's up by 4 on the second judge's scorecard, up by 3 on the judge down at the bottom. And it's just the middle judge who gave the first round to the Singapore boxer, the second round to Soshi Makino, who has it dead level. So 4-0 up on the judges' scorecards as we go to the final round of what has been a really impressive performance from the man in blue.
Seconds out.
I don't think he'll be watching right now, but Ellis Trowbridge of England will be very intrigued with the outcome of this one, because the winner of his bout next up will fight the winner of this one, that will be the lightning fast little Japanese boxer.
Yeah, Ellis probably won't have that in his mind, but of course there's cameras backstage, so he might see the odd combination, but he'll have full focus on his bout for now. He's got to get through what's in front of you today before you think about anything further.
You'll have to be watching it in slow motion to see some of these combinations. Another great shot, clean shot through the middle. Punches coming his way. Nothing hit him. It's like Pulp Fiction. All those bullets coming his way, nothing hits him. I'm sorry, did I break your concentration?
Yeah, it's really nice work. Looks in, you know, cruise control, as I said earlier.
Powerful body shot, wasn't it?
Touching the body and touching upstairs as well. Singapore, the opponent from Singapore, I must say, has taken the shots well. He's never actually looked hurt at any stage in the fight, but has took some big shots. Still in there, still competitive, still trying.
It's almost defeat by 1,000 cuts, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, more good work. Upstairs, downstairs, away from danger. You get the feeling you can go all night like this as well.
Yeah, it's
so
fit.
fit.
You know, it's at his tempo. He punches when he wants, he drifts away when he wants. It's a nice feeling when you're in there and you're in that flow state of mind. Just yeah, you look for that as much as possible. As the levels go up, obviously at elite level, you can't always have be in that control, but you want to get in that position as much as possible.
Oh, he's certainly in control, isn't he? He's beautiful when he's throwing punches, and even more so when he's dodging them. Single shot to the head, follows up with one just underneath the low held guard to the body. One got through from the Singapore boxer into Makino's belly. Better late than never, and it's a good little exchange in there. But again, at no stage, even when 1 or 2 punches have landed, does it knock the Japanese off his flow. 1-2 to the body. Into the last 30 seconds of what has been a pretty one-sided contest.
Big power punches to the body now.
Well, showing his full skill set in the last 9 minutes, Soshi Makino. Wonderful. Truly wonderful.
Yeah.
Very enjoyable to watch.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to show you some highlights, and I do think we're playing this at about 80% speed, which is handy. Look at this, when the punch comes his way, nope, not happening. Just so good.
Beautiful.
Well, that was one of the moments in the fight where the man from Singapore, Yuan, managed to find the Japanese boxer's body, but most of the damaging shots, the eye-catching shots, the match-winning shots were thrown in the other direction.
After 3 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards where your officials at ringside score a unanimous decision victory in favour of your winner. And boxing out of the blue corner, representing Japan, it's Sushi Makino.
Terrific performance, and we'll see him again at least tomorrow in the men's flyweight semi-finals. Sushi Makino is on his way into the last 4.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's bout number 43. This is a men's 51 kilo quarter final. And introducing your boxers, making their way to the red corner, representing Italy. Give it up for Filippo Secca. Ladies and gentlemen, making their way to the blue corner, representing England, give it up for Ellis Trowbridge.
So Ellis Trowbridge makes his way to the ring, 2-time national champion. This is his debut on the world boxing circuit.
Ladies and gentlemen, your official at ringside, Judge 1, representing world boxing, Judge 2, representing the Netherlands, Judge 3, representing USA, Judge 4, representing Australia, and Judge 5, representing Chinese Taipei. Your referee representing world boxing is Alexander Dalbish.
So the winner of this contest will face the winner of the last, the incredibly impressive Sushi Makino, in the semi-finals of the men's flyweight division. Ellis Trowbridge in the blue, representing England, up against Filippo Secca of Italy, who is just 18 years old.
Got a tall opponent in front of him, Ellis says here.
Trowbridge says he's in tip-top condition and ready to put on a show this week.
And I fully believe him. I've seen him putting a lot of good work in recent weeks, recent months in Sheffield. So yeah, I look forward to this performance.
Yeah, me too. And immediately he's the one forcing his younger opponent back. Second, the Italian already finding his way back into his opponent's blue corner.
Yeah, good controlled pressure at the moment. Going up and down as well. No need to force it, no need to land, no need to go big. Yeah, nice. Finish with a nice lead hook there.
It's good combination work because the first punch didn't land but came through. Finding the target with the follow-up right hand. A bit of a nervous energy about both of these at the beginning of this fight, specifically the Italian. Slightly more controlled from Trowbridge in the blue. Has his man up against the ropes again, which will be sending positive vibes to the judges.
Definitely. Just pulling his feet out nicely, pulling in and out of range, Ellis is, which is good to see.
Single jab landed a couple of moments ago. Straight left over the top as well. Oh, lovely little check hook with the lead right hand.
Really nice boxing. Yeah,
that's good combination work. Ducking underneath the advancing Italian's punch and catching him with the lead right hand. Well, the Italians are finding their voice on the outskirts of the ring. Into the last 45 seconds of the first round. Up to this point, it's been largely blue, but young Filippo Secca just finding his way into this opening round. The best of the work, the more eye-catching stuff is coming from blue, but Secca there finding his range.
Yeah, he's
combination work.
Finishing a little bit stronger here, the Italian. Yeah, lovely. Good backhand to the body from Ellis there.
Good contest so far. Two young lads that have both come to fight. And all five of the judges see it in the way of the Englishman in blue. Lewis, your immediate reaction to that?
Yeah, I think that's the right decision. Ellis started strong and finished strong. The Italian had a brief spell with about a minute to go for about 20-30 seconds, but for the large parts, Ellis controlled that really well. Good front foot pressure, not rushing in, not forcing it, landing good body work as well, and a couple of good lead hooks. So yeah, it's impressive.
Very impressive indeed, as we show you the best of the action from the opening 3 minutes.
Seconds out. Round two.
So the Englishman leads the Italian on all five of the judges' scorecards. Trowbridge in the blue and Secca of Italy in the red. More lively start from the Italian after the break. Throwing out combination punches. Trowbridge, though, quick on his toes, getting out of range. Targeting the body, getting through with the backhand left to the body and then forcing his man back onto the ropes again.
Yeah, lovely shot there.
Really good combination work. Oh, that's a nice shot from the man in red. Uppercut with the right hand through the middle. Trowbridge immediately back onto it, forcing his man back onto the ropes. The better combination work is blue. And once again, he has the centre of the ring. And
yeah, just controlling things here really well. Showing his age and experience, a little bit old, a little bit wiser, looks stronger as well.
Approaching the halfway mark of the second round.
Good tempo, in and out again, really nice. No need to get reckless, no need to dive in with anything.
Jab to the body comes the shout from the blue GB corner. So we're into the last minute of this second round. The first round dominated by Ellis Trowbridge, landing the much cleaner shots, landing singles and combinations. How are you seeing the second round so far, Lewis?
More of the same, to be honest. Just, if anything, he's picking up even more this round. Be very surprised if there's anything less than a 5-0, another 5-0 to Ellis. But, you know, still a little way to go in the round, but so far so good.
So far so good, says Lewis Richardson, Olympic bronze medalist, sitting alongside me, Chris Latcham, in the commentary box. 2 more fights to come after this one in our evening session on day 2 of 4 of the World Boxing Cup Finals, live on the World Boxing YouTube channel. Good single shot straight through the middle of Trowbridge, who then walks off after hearing the 10-second clapper, knowing that his second round work is done.
Positive body language from Ellis, you know, throughout the whole round. Yeah, another dominant round there, and even a 10-8 chucked in, so rightly so. I think that's good judging there. And now Ellis can, you know, switch off a little, well, definitely not switch off, he can relax a little bit and flow, you know, I don't have to force anything. He's got probably a tougher opponent, it's fair to say, in tomorrow against the Japanese. So yeah, it'll be a great test. Of course, we've got to get through this third and final round.
I'm not on the commentary tomorrow. Stacey Copeland is picking things up for the last couple of days. I'm going to say that's a good thing, because I would have split loyalties, because obviously being English, there's going to be a slight partisanship to my commentary. I'll try and be as unbiased as possible, but I think I've fallen in love with Soshi Makino. Don't know which way I go.
He looks like one of them likeable characters, doesn't he? I'll certainly be on Ellis' side tomorrow.
Yeah, brilliant little boxer. So final rounds between Secca of Italy in the red, Trowbridge of England in the blue. Trowbridge has a wide margin on the judges' scorecards and 3 minutes to navigate to find his way through to a guaranteed medal. Well, you were saying nice and the referee was completely disagreeing.
That's why I'm not a ref.
Fancy it? Second career?
Give me a few years, yeah. I've got a bit left in the ring first.
All right, before you become the third man. Secca trying to go up and under through the middle with the uppercut. Trowbridge just backing out of range. Low held guard from the Englishman in blue. And it's been working for him, just slipping the punch and coming back with the combination too. Punch around the back of the ear from Filippo Secca. It's a pattern that's continued all 3 rounds, isn't it? Trowbridge hogging the centre of the ring and the Italian having to skirt round the outside. It's been mirrored
good
in the judges' scores.
As well. Good hand defence there from Ellis. Still putting that pressure on, you know, no need to get reckless or anything.
Minute and a half left of the contest. Very controlled performance from the Englishman, who has got an international gold medal to his name, the Eindhoven Box Cup a year ago. This is only the second time the Italian has boxed outside of his home country. Boxed in Belfast, Halloween last year. All good experience for the young man.
Definitely.
Thumping shot just cannoned into the gloves of the Italian, who's still throwing right up to the final minute of the contest. Oh, wonderful.
Shot. Beautiful.
Wonderful.
Lead uppercut.
Referee has called a timeout.
Gumshield out.
Gumshield has fallen out of Ellis Trowbridge. Was that a shot? I didn't even see it fall out.
Didn't see it either.
Give it a rinse, good as new. Straight back in, and we're back underway.
Funny story for you, Chris. After this bell was
I'm looking forward to it. That's what we call in the industry a tease from Lewis Richardson. Seka swinging right up to the final bell. 10 seconds left to go in this contest. Seka has represented himself well. He's come up against a more experienced opponent in Ellis Trowbridge.
Yeah, no, he's done well, but there's only one winner there.
Certainly is. And while we wait for the judges, we will see the best of the action from the fight. Lewis, you pledged us a funny story about a gum shield. Take it away.
Right, Eindhoven Box Cup 2016 or 2017. Got my main coach in my corner, got my brother passing up, gets a gum shield off my main coach, meant to rinse it out, instead chucks it into the spit bucket. I'm about 15 of that day. Doesn't tell me, of course, until after the bout. My brother's a bit of a clean freak, and he's never lived that one down. Never been in the corner again. I leave Matt in the stand to shout as loud as possible.
Well, that couldn't happen in a post-COVID world. I remember the Olympics, after every round, they take the spit bucket away, so that can't happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, bout number 43. After 3 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards. We officials at ringside score a unanimous decision victory in favour of your winner, and boxing out of the blue corner, representing England, Ellis Trowbridge.
Really good performance there from Ellis. Solid throughout. Look forward to seeing him go again tomorrow. Be a good test for him tomorrow. Looks good at the weight, looks strong.
So there's the confirmation of an emphatic performance from the young Englishman, beating the even younger Italian. A 5-0 unanimous points win.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is bout number 44. It's a men's 51 kilo quarter-final. And introducing your boxers, firstly, making their way to the red corner, representing Wales, give it up for Scott Richards.
So the Welshman Scott Richards makes his way to the ring, just back from the European Under-23 Championships in Bulgaria. All important staging posts in the early career of these young GB boxers. Scott going underneath the Welsh flag tonight, representing his nation rather than GB boxing, although he will be backed up by the coaches from Team GB.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the blue corner, representing Panama, give it up for Luis Pache.
So Luis Pache will be Scott Richards' opponent tonight, representing Panama. Not just boxing in the amateur game, he's had 4 pro fights, 3 wins, 1 defeat. There's a few of those boxers at the Olympics, Lewis, not least the super heavyweight champion Bakadir Jalalov, who decided to come back for another crack, won a double Olympic gold, having knocked out 14 straight professional opponents. Doesn't quite seem right.
Is that quite necessary? But he's allowed to do it, you can't blame him.
Yeah, that's the rules. My one thought, and I've got a lot of respect for Jalilov, and he stopped for every interview as well. Pass the ball, mate, give someone else a go.
Judge 4 representing World Boxing. Judge 5 representing Chinese Taipei. And your referee representing Japan, Takeshi Sasaki.
So this is the penultimate bout on day 2 of 4 at the World Boxing Cup Finals here in Sheffield. Scott Richards of Wales in the red, up against Luis Apache of Panama in the blue. And Scott leading out of the southpaw stance with the right hand lead.
Yeah, Scott's a good fighter. Enjoy watching him box and spar. Another young flyweight we have. Obviously we had Kieran McDonald at 51, who's still a member of the squad, but not been boxing since the last Olympic qualifier. And we've got a couple new young guns coming through. Yeah, Scott Richards and Ellis Trowbridge. So it's really good to see.
Next cab's on the rank, ready to go.
Yeah. Young and hungry.
Has to be like that, doesn't it? Conveyor belt of talent, ready to come through.
Success breeds success as well.
Kieran MacDonald back in January, sat alongside me on commentary, terrific lad.
Yeah, good lad Kieran, super talented fighter, unfortunate not to qualify for the games. It was good enough, it just wasn't meant to be for him. But yeah, now it's Scott's, Scott and Ellis's time to have a go.
Yeah, and he's having to weather some early storms here in this first round from the Panama fighter.
Yeah, he is. He's landing as well, but taking a few too many for my liking as a teammate.
Both rapid fire, as you would expect from the men's flyweight division. Good straight right, got through from Scott Richards there in the red. Apache's really swinging for the hills, isn't he? Swinging from his hips. Nice head movement, just ducking out of danger and springing back in with a couple of shots. But that's good work from Richards with the lead right hand.
Nice, there we go, nice. One pull back, 1-2, really clean shots. Gets caught with a southpaw backhand there of his own though. Both exchanging jabs. It's a tight one, it's a close fight so far. Yeah, good slipping there, making him miss it. Yeah, no, lovely.
Great defensive work. Who's catching the eye more?
Oh, don't know if I've got a little bit of bias, but I'm definitely going to go red corner.
It's all right, it's all right. That's why we've got the judges who don't have that bias, but it's always intriguing to note as we head into the last 30 seconds.
Look at body language again, Scott's on the front foot, trying to initiate things.
2 punches with the lead right hand, just glancing the side of Pache's head. Body shot comes back from the man in blue. Defensive work from Richards, just ducking under the winging right hand. Good work at the end of the round from Scott just to stay out of trouble. And even though you admit there might be just a teeny bit of bias, how did you see that round, Lewis?
I'm going Scott. I'm going 4-1 Scott.
Over to you, judges. It's a 3-2 split. Not far wrong.
Yeah, not far off. I think the right person got the round, but it was close. You can see why it was so tight. But yeah, it's good to see Scott in the lead, and hopefully he can build on that now.
Seconds out. Round 2.
So Richards of Wales in the red is up on 3 of the judges' scorecards. 2 of them going the other way to the Panama man in blue. Pair of southpaws as ever. Lewis will tell us they'll be looking for the backhand lefts to come through.
Yeah, Panama switcher. He's a switcher. He goes both ways. Orthodox at the moment, but then he'll come square on and just end up being in the southpaw stance.
What's the benefit of that? Is that for him to prove an elusive target, or is it that he has different skills on different hands?
Yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult to say. I mean, some people do it more effectively than others.
And now he's slipped into the southpaw stance.
Yeah, but then he's clocked a couple shots there, and so probably defensively he may not be as sound there.
And another one.
If I see an opponent switch who's predominantly one stance, I tend to put the pressure on, because I think that, okay, their attacking might be good, but the defences are just not quite so sound. So that's the way I go. But he's having success both ways at Panama, but he's just getting caught a little bit too much.
It's interesting analysis. He landed one coming in there though, yeah. Luis Pache.
He seems like he landed more, but also taking more. So take from that what you will. It's hard to say.
So currently boxing out of the southpaw stance, but as Lewis Richardson beside me says, he will switch hit, and he will get hit as well.
Yeah.
Japanese referee urging the Panama boxer to keep his head up. A winging left from Scott Richards is ridden well by Luis Pache. They tie up in the middle. Once again, just using his lead hand to see off those winging left hands from Richards' backhand in red. It's good foot movement from Scott Richards, making himself difficult target to hit. Penultimate fight of the night here on the World Boxing YouTube channel. Great contest this. Both men landing in the centre of the ring. .30 seconds to go in this second round of 3.
It's all to play for, I'd say, still.
Wide open fight, really is. 3-2 split in favour of the Welshman after round number 1. Can anyone buy this in the last 15 seconds of the round? Well, Pache was happy with his work there. Flush shot landing. Stomping his feet in celebration as he makes his way back to the...
Where are we going with this one?
Well, I think I might go 3-2 the other way. Unequivocal there. No hesitation.
Oh, I love that. Great effort. Great effort.
Producer's happy with that prediction in our ears. You know it.
You'll be coming back, Chris. Congratulations.
It's almost like after watching 44 bouts in 2 days, I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you have to get one right. Boxing welded into my brain after the last couple of days. It comes thick and fast, doesn't it? Just the 235 fights at the Olympics, watching you as well, Lewis.
It's all to play for when they go into the last round. So I think we see on the cards it was 1 up, 1 down on each, and 3 even. So all to play for.
So 4 rounds of action to come on day 2 of 4 at the World Boxing Cup Finals here in Sheffield. 1 more bout to come after this one. This, the last of the bouts, featuring one of the home talent in Scott Richards of Wales in red. Pache getting through with that lead right hand. Now he switches back to an orthodox stance. Both men happy to throw, happy to commit. Richards just out of range with the winging left. Crowd are really getting into this one. 2 minutes 15 left in the contest. Oh, it's a good shot.
Yeah, it was a good shot there.
From Panama Blue, another good one too with the right hand this
Scott
time.
landed 1 back, but took 2 there.
Oh, big shot. Perhaps the biggest of the fight. Bit slapping.
Yeah, a little bit slappy.
But it made the loudest noise of all the punches we've heard in this contest. Good shot from Richards with the backhand.
Come on, Scott.
He needed that as well after a bit of a flurry. from the man from Panama. Just to check his progress. Nice combination work from the Welshman to the head. Oh, good shots.
Yeah, really nice.
1-2, both landing from the Welshman in red.
Just keep his shape here, keep his shape, keep the 1-2s popping out.
It's the combination work that'll impress the judges.
Definitely.
In a bout that could go either way. Minute left in the contest.
Yeah, nice, 1-2 there. A few more of them should win the round.
Important minute. Richards wheels away to his right. Staying out of range, a little bit off balance, tangle of the feet. Pache's trying to land big shots. Richards is managing to dodge them, circumventing the winging right hand. Excellent duck from the man in red.
Come on, Scott. Last 30. That lovely backhand. Spin round.
Lands the backhand, takes time out of the bout. Into the last 20 seconds. Still anyone's game.
It still is.
Richards growing in confidence. Looks like he thinks he's got the decision, but still throwing leather right up to the final bell. Great bout,
Yeah,
great
good
respect. And we will have to wait for the judges. Do you want me to ask you which way you're scoring it, Lewis?
I'm going Scott. It was close. He had a the Panama opponent had a good spell in the middle of the round or towards the start of the round, but I think Scott done the better work throughout. But it was a very close bout. Could go either way.
There was a series of single shots from Pache, and then all of a sudden Scott Richards seemed to explode back with some combination work. The best of the action from the third and final round, and the boxers meet in the middle of the ring to learn their fate.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, bout number 44. After 3 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards where your officials at ringside score a split decision in favour of your winner. And boxing out of the blue corner, representing Panama, is Louis Pache.
And the decision goes the way of the man from Panama. The judges preferring his cleaner single shot work in the final round. And it's a tough defeat for Scott Richards to take.
Tough.
They're all tough, some are tougher than others, and there is the scorecard. The final round also going with a 3-2 split in favour of Pache from Panama, and it was enough for him to get the job done.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is bout number 45, which is a men's 51 kilo quarter final. Making their way to the ring, your red corner, representing Korea. Give it up for Taewon Yu. And ladies and gentlemen, making their way to the blue corner, representing Mongolia, give it up for Batulga Altantsetseg. Well, ladies and gentlemen, your officials at ringside. Judge 1 representing Italy. Judge 2 representing Australia. Judge 3 representing World Boxing. Judge 4 representing World Boxing. And Judge 5 representing the USA. Your referee representing Germany, Erich Drecker.
Okay then, here we go. After 23 bouts today, this is the final bout of day 2 of 4 of the World Boxing Cup Finals here in Sheffield, and it is the last of the men's 51 kilo flyweight quarterfinals. Taegan Yoon of Korea in red up against Aldakishik Batulga, easy for me to say, of Mongolia in the blue. Took a bronze from his home World Boxing event in Mongolia in September. Batulga, he'll want to go one step better and try to get through to the final, and that's an early shot, landing, well, I think, right on the button. Off balance.
He may have slipped, but it was a
uppercut.
Lovely backhand uppercut.
The Korean was on his way down, perhaps. I think a clean punch, and I'm looking forward to seeing the replay. It's not the first time this week, actually, we've seen a fighter go down from what looks like a clean shot, and it being called a slip. But still, the judges are watching the same fights we're judging, and they'll know what they're seeing. So Batulga the Mongolian against Yoon the Korean in the red, who I think has got away with one in early doors with his little trip to the canvas. Right, what are we, 1 minute into this final contest of the night? I know you just had a very brief chat with Scott Richards after his narrow defeat there. How was he, Lewis?
Yeah, disappointing, rightly so. You know, it's tough to take no matter what stage of the tournament at, but you know, he's a young lad, and it will be tough to take for now. But you know, it's back to the drawing board, and he'll go again in the new year. Scott's an active fighter who's you know, confident to get out and about as much as possible, so he'll be back.
Yes, he will. Some good action going on in the middle of the ring with the Korean landing, the Mongolian coming back. Can't take your eyes off the action at these World Boxing events. So Batulga has the centre of the ring. Yoon of Korea tried to find his range, trying to get in close, but well, Batulga is forcing him back. Looks the more powerful man. Minute left in the first round of the final bout of the night. That's better work from the Korean, trying to swarm his man. He was caught on the way in, but he carried on moving, kept moving forward. They haven't all got the wins, the Mongolians, but I've been super impressed with their team over the last couple of days. Batulga is backed up into the red corner. Working towards the end of the opening round, a round where Yoon found his way to the canvas and it was deemed to be a slip, and we'll see the replay of that once we see the scores from the judges. Let's have a quick look at it now, Lewis, and you can talk us through this. So the scores first. A 4-1 split in favour of the Mongolian. And now I really want to see this, because for me this is a clean shot. So we're going to see 3 angles of this.
It's hard to say. Definitely landed the uppercut. Just look at their feet, they just might get tangled as you... Well, I don't know. I mean, yeah, they don't clash feet. It looks like he does lose a bit of balance, but is that from the shot? Yeah, it's a lovely shot. That's got to be scored on that down.
It's the shot. It's absolutely the shot. And look, it's tough. The referee is in there, they see it once. We've just seen it 4 times slowed down, and it needed the 4th time slowed down for us to see it, but my initial feeling was that's the shot.
But you know, he won the round 4-1, so he's in the ascendancy, so he can build on that.
Batulga of Mongolia in the blue, up 4-1 against Yoon of Korea in the red. Lively final fight to the evening's action. Ah, it's a good straight shot. Single shot from the Mongolian.
Beautiful.
Right on the bullseye. Working to the body as well. I think Yoon felt it was a little low. It's a good shot.
Yeah.
From the man in red.
What do you think, Chris, when you see low hands, moving around low hands styles?
Well, I like to watch it,
yeah,
but I also think you're leaving yourself wide open. You have to be highly skilled,
yeah,
and some are more skilled than others.
Agreed. Yeah, agreed.
I think if I was a coach and someone walked in on day one and they had their hands down by their waist, I would coach it out of them.
Yeah, you need to earn your stripes to be able to do that a little bit, I guess, and still, yeah, you're leaving yourself in a more vulnerable position. Sometimes I do it. I feel like it invites the opponent on a little bit more. But you know, there's a time and a place to do it for sure.
Yeah, good single shot from the Mongolian. Roy Jones did it when he was 24 and he did it brilliantly in the 90s. When Roy Jones was doing it at 46, less so. He was a monster in the 90s. You'll probably say, I don't know, I wasn't around, but he was. Take my word for it. I'm sure you've seen it on YouTube.
Yeah, he's one of the few that I've watched in, you know, in all.
Well, a count has been invoked here.
I think
from the Mongolian.
Clash, yeah, from a head clash.
Chance to blow the cobwebs clear.
Yeah, just moaning, well, not moaning, just struggling with the head clash. But it looks like he's back in full force now.
So the count from the head clash, we'll say that's net neutral now after the one that he got away with in round one.
Yeah.
Into the last minute of round 2 of 3. Last bout of the night. And the Mongolian has looked pretty impressive in this one. Both boxers travelled a long, long way. Both one win from taking a medal home. Work to the end of the second round, and there we go. So the first round went 4-1 in favour of the Mongolian, and he didn't get a count against his opponent, which we think was a clean shot. The second one, there was a count invoked, but after a clash of heads, and all 5 of the judges have gone in favour of the man from Mongolia.
Rightly so. So he's in a very strong position going into the last round. 2-0 up on four scorecards. So again, tournament boxing. He'll go tomorrow again if he gets through this final session, this final round, and yeah, he's in the good position.
So this is the clash of heads. Yeah, right under the nose, maybe right into his lip. You can see there. So the referee just giving Yoon, the Korean, chance to shake his head free.
Seconds out.
But he's a long way down on the cards.
Third and last round.
As we head towards the final round of the evening. Oh, that's better work from Yoon. Down to the body with the right, and then the headshot with the left sent the spray flying into the air here in Sheffield. His best work of the fight. Single shot's good too. Well, he needs the round of his career to rescue something here. Another clash to the heads. No count this time. The referee has invited them to box on, but that's checked his progress as he was enjoying his best moment of the fight. And all of a sudden, Batulga, the Mongolian in blue, is straight back on it. Wonderful movement with the feet as well. Left, right, left. So the winner of this fight will box Luis Pache of Panama in the final, semi-final rather. After that narrow points win over Scott Richards in the previous bout. Scott pretty gutted to be on the end of a very thin decision. Could have gone either way, genuinely. Minute 30 left of our competition on day 2 of 4 here at the World Boxing Cup Finals. Semi-finals tomorrow, finals on Friday, and the medals will be handed out.
Rough, you know, a little bit rough and messy in this third and final round, but Mongolian's doing enough to, you know, make sure there's not a dominant round scored by the Korean.
That's all he has to do. He's bought himself that right with the big lead on the cards, and great combination work as well. Straight back into it. Both men trying to find targets to the body. Yoon starting to show a little bit of wear and tear, a little bit of tiredness. A couple of accidental head clashes in this one will add to that wear and tear.
To be honest, Chris, they're the ones that get you longer in the tournament. The head clashes, the little bruises and that. It's not always the punches, it's you know, head clashes, the odd elbow, things like that, where, you know, most of the time unintentional, but still take their toll in tournament boxing.
Experienced voice, Lewis Richardson has been through so many of these tournaments. Brought his bronze medal to show us yesterday. Wonderful work right up to the final bell from Aldarkishig Batulga of Mongolia, who has clearly done enough to work his way into the men's flyweight semi-finals. Yeah, really impressive from the Mongolian. They travelled in great number. They all come into the arena to support their teammates, and they were treated to a bit of a show there, the final bout of the night.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, bout number 45. After 3 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards where your officials and ringside score a split decision in favour of your winner. And boxing out of the blue corner, representing Mongolia, Batulga Aldarkishig.
So confirmation then, the final winner of the night is the man in blue from Mongolia. A split decision, slightly surprisingly. A 4-1 win on the judges' scorecards, with the middle judge giving it to Taegan Yoon of Korea. But a wonderful performance. I'll tell you what we'll do, we'll tune into Craig Denham, our MC, at the end of the night, and then we'll wrap things up, me and Lewis.
Over the last 2 days, and we've got more to come over the next 2 days as we go into semi-finals and finals. We'll be starting again tomorrow at 11 o'clock. We hope to see you there. But for now, please drive safely and have a fantastic evening. We will see you tomorrow. Thank you.
So that's Craig Denham wrapping things up here in the arena, saying to the crowd and saying to all of you watching at home that we will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're just going to ramp things up on the World Boxing YouTube channel, Lewis, because we've got semi-finals everybody that's in the semi-finals knows they'll be going home with at least a bronze medal, but when you get to that position, and you've been in that position here at the GB Open and of course at the Olympic Games, you're not thinking about taking a bronze home, are you?
No, you always want more. It's always lovely to secure a medal, but ultimately at these competitions you want experience and you want gold. You only really come for gold, but you know, that being said, everyone's done well to get themselves into that semi-final position. They've either had 1 or 2 bouts, most of them. So yeah, they'll be ready to go again tomorrow.
And you've just watched through all 4 of the men's 51 kilo, the flyweight quarterfinals. We've seen an impressive performance from Soshi Makino, and he will box against one of the home favourites here, Ellis Trowbridge. That's going to be a lively fight.
It will be lively, and he looked really good today, the Japanese. But I'm quietly confident for Ellis. He's looking good and strong at the weight, so yeah, I'm looking forward to a great bout tomorrow in that one.
Yeah, and Luis Pache of Panama got a very, very narrow win over Scott Richards. Could have gone either way. I mean, we felt in the booth it was going the other way. We are perhaps speaking from slightly tinted position towards the home boxer, but he's going to go up against the man that we've just seen with a really impressive win, the Mongolian Batulga. How do you see that one playing out?
Yeah, I'll probably go Mongolia on that one, but that's another good fight. Scott was unlucky. It's 3-2 every round, you know. So and it was a very competitive bout. You know, as we said, we may have sort of a little bit of bias in there, but yeah, it was a good performance from Scott still, and I'm looking forward to another close bout. Two good semi-finals tomorrow. Looking forward to both of them.
Yep, and so am I. I have to say that brings to the end my commentary this week, because Stacey Copeland is going to take over for the semi-finals and the finals tomorrow, but I'm going to be watching. I won't be able to watch live on Saturday. I'm at a wedding, but I will be watching back on the World Boxing YouTube feed. Thank you, wherever you are around the world, for tuning in. From me, Chris Latcham, from Lewis Richardson, the Olympic bronze medalist, we will see you again, and you better be with us tomorrow. Good night.